and then he might have ended it. I saw a TI on there initially.
That's the Iron.
No.
Yeah.
It was BS, it was LL, and it was TI. I think TI's joining the podcast.
What does TI stand for?
Tigner.
It was it was Tip, and then he thought it was too close to Q-Tip, and so he changed it to TI.
He wasn't worried about the sexual implications.
Yeah,
he's worried
I don't know
about
what Tip was. Yeah,
Q-Tip was the producer for Tribe Called Quest.
and they're rapper too. Yeah, he's
A little bit of a rapper.
Man.
Who
And
was
there
their
Fife
their-
Dog?
Fife was the big guy.
Big guy.
Well, he's tiny. In Tribe Called Quest, he's like a foot tall.
He's a small man. Fife is small. Ali, Shaheed, Muhammad, Jerobi White, and Q-Tip. So is the whole Roots on the Jimmy Fallon show, or is that just Questlove?
That's all the Roots.
That's
yeah.
all the Roots.
All the Roots are there.
Tariq's the Black Thought's there too, usually, right? He's their rapper.
The rapper MC guy.
Was that where Black Thought's from?
Yeah, he's from the Roots. Because him and Questlove went to the same hippie high school, like arts high school, and then Questlove would drum on a bucket and Tariq would freestyle in the corner after school.
That's awesome. There's so many members. Like Scratch.
Yeah, well, because they're like a band.
Who is Scratch?
Scratch. He was there from 98 to 2003.
That's a noun and a verb.
Tuba Gooding Jr.
Nice.
Yeah, Tuba Gooding Jr. is pretty cool.
Do they have a movie or something? I want to learn about these guys. And I'm not going to watch.
They got some good albums.
The Roots movie.
They got some good albums.
Yeah, I'll look in. I'll look.
Things Fall Apart. I like that album. They're very artsy, of course.
I've only ever heard a couple Questlove solo projects.
He's much better with Black Thought. Black Thought's like a top 5 MC of all time. If those
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, he's got the best funk flex freestyle of all time. Period. He goes for like 15 minutes and it's GOAT level stuff. It's fantastic. We did them in Literature of Hip Hop last year.
I just realized I sent Carter he asked for it in an email instead of a text. I sent it to him without the link. I just sent him a blank email.
That would give me a hard time too. I gotta educate myself more.
My guys lost by 50 yesterday.
I heard.
He just said, can you add anything to the message? Yeah, sorry, I messed up.
We got my meathead QB, 7th grader. He's like, all right, I'll play basketball now after seeing that last night. So I got my quarterback out there. Not a great basketball player, but he's tough.
He's going.
And there he is. That's my quarterback. How did you get here?
It's your Carter back.
Nice.
My Carter back.
That took way too long.
I was laughing. I was sitting here for like 3 minutes. I'm like, God, when is he gonna join? And then I was like looking at the thing. I was like, there's nothing in it.
I had to type this link out.
Just an email that says Skype on it.
I copied the Skype link to my notes app, and then I typed it all individually. There's 8 lines. Like, Brandon, could you send me? I had to type all that into Skype. Didn't work. It's pointless.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh, you're here, though.
Hi, Carter back.
Hello.
Hello.
Look, a fire's going. Carter, put out the fire. Carter, your house is on fire.
It's dangerous.
I'll put it out.
Can you hear me? I feel like I'm saying stuff.
Oh, that's so funny. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
I think you got it, Lucas. I think you put the fire out. Good rain.
Yeah. How we starting this bitch?
Now make the Asian man appear behind you.
I don't know how to do that.
I knew you were gonna do that.
Whoops.
Oh goodness. Yeah, how are we gonna start this bitch?
How long?
How are?
Oh,
How long are we gonna start this
like
bitch?
some tasteful side boob.
all
Maybe an
right.
interview.
We could do an interview.
Yeah, I watched the movie, but I'm just wondering what your guys' opinions on starting it would be.
We could do a bit where he's the Iron not so giant. He's normal sized.
He's just
Yeah.
iron.
Yeah, he's the element iron.
The other thing I was thinking is we could do a whole play on like being afraid of like the Cold War, you know? Like dropping bombs on people.
Hmm.
Since there's so
I
much
don't know
of
how
that.
you can make that though. How do you just start it with the Cold War?
Started with Cold War paranoia.
Make a
All right, let's
play.
do it.
Make a play
Let's do
on
it.
the Cold War.
We'll
I
just
mean,
riff.
we
Yeah,
I like it.
Gorbachev.
Yeah, we'll just
Dude, it's
start.
cold.
It's
Yeah.
Cold War, yeah.
Got this.
And then we just start bombing each other.
All right, that makes sense.
I call Cuba.
Ooh.
You can have Cuba.
I call Azerbaijan. Everybody claim a country.
Israel. I'll
Oh
take Israel.
no.
Oh, boo.
Don't boo me.
Boo.
Carter
Yeah,
can
we
have
got this.
Palestine.
Carter, claim a country.
Good idea,
I
Carter.
don't. I'm thinking.
He doesn't want.
Name a woman.
He's afraid. Name a woman. Ma'am. Where's Azerbaijan anyway?
On Earth.
It's the capital of something.
No, it's a
South
country.
America.
No.
I would assume Middle East, Eastern Europe, or something.
Correct.
Cool.
Middle Eastern Europe.
Yeah.
Carter, claim a country.
It's right next to Bolivia.
just any country that's just broad. Uganda.
Uganda versus Azerbaijan
Boo.
versus Israel. What did you claim? Cuba.
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 All right, Carter, you got Audacity going too?
Oh, yeah.
I don't actually.
Let's meet David Ortiz. He's not.
He's Dominican.
He was flexing on Jeter and the boys tonight.
Was he?
Yeah, or last night maybe, whenever the game happened.
Your game's happening. All right, let's do
Yeah.
it.
Wait, Carter's getting Audacity ready.
Okay, it's running right now.
Oh, don't run it.
Fuck's sake.
Noob.
Do you have Audacity running? Yeah, I have it running. Tell me.
Don't have it running. Just have it
Yeah,
up.
but don't record. Yeah.
I will say 1, 2, 3, and then play. Then when I say play, you hit the record button, and when your feed gets to 5 seconds, you clap.
Okay.
You got it. Okay. Lucas, you ready? He's ready. All right. Seth, you ready?
Yeah.
Israel, you ready?
I don't want to be Israel. It'll be fine.
All
I
right.
don't even know. Wait, what are we doing? We just pick countries and then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the Cold War. It's the Cold War.
Yeah. And you have to pick a school of thought as to why you're bombing each other.
Yeah.
That's right. I call
Should I,
Freudian.
should I pick something different than Uganda then?
No,
Yeah.
no, that's
No.
good.
I'm gonna do it for funny reasons.
You picked Lucas. You got Cuba and Freudian school of thought.
Yes.
I've got Azerbaijan and feminism.
We're ready.
We're ready. Okay. All right.
What's my school of thought?
You're gonna come up with it on the spot. School of thought. 1, 2, 3. Play. Oh, it's so cold here in Antarctica. Oh, it's so cold.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
Repeat almost. It's me, a Cuban. How are you guys?
I'm fine. How are you?
A little cold, but there's a war going on.
It is pretty cool.
as a war and it's cold. Me from Azerbaijan, I'm not used to this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Someone said if everyone bombs each other, we all die. But Cuba said point at nukes anyway.
Who the fuck is that? There's a guy
That's
over
me.
there.
I'm Cuba.
No, that guy. Who's that guy?
You guys are diving way too deep into this.
Oh fuck! Let's kill
My
him.
friend from Uganda.
I only have 3 nukes in Azerbaijan, but I will light them. I promise you. I
Yeah.
will fucking light
This
them.
guy looks nice. This guy looks nice. Who are you, sir? Where are you from?
So me? I'd rather be left
Yes,
out.
you.
Where the fuck are you from? Or I'll bomb you.
Let's just say
You look nice.
shit is real where I come from.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Boo.
I'm booed.
I think that means Australia.
That's right.
He's fine then. Stuff is real down there. I want to fucking bomb you.
He's dead.
It's cold.
They just get worse.
No, we've had some good ones recently.
that.
That was not good. No.
That was
Bad intro.
bad intro.
Very bad.
Good song though.
Good song.
Good theme song.
Very good
I
song.
laughed so hard last week on Hereditary when he was Larry King and he was talking to you being Joe Rogan. He's like, elk! Hey, you like to eat elk, Mr. Rogan? You're like, yeah, sure,
I think
Larry.
so. That's something I do.
Elk! Where were you when JFK was killed? Oh, good times,
Good
right?
Larry.
Right,
Not too
everyone?
different from the Cuban. Yeah, I'm Lucas.
Dog face.
And we got Carter as well as
I'm
Seth.
here too. Yep.
Carter's here and Seth's here. They're both here.
Hey guys.
Good to
What's
be
up?
back.
Hi.
What's up? What are you guys doing here? This is fucking banging. We should
How'd you
do
guys
this more
get
often. Yeah.
Who set up this Skype link? T.I. did. T.I.
T.I.
Short for tip.
And we got a tip for you today. Watch this fucking movie. Am I right? Welcome
That's
in. I'm your waiter for the evening. Maybe you would like a masterpiece.
Mm?
Oh.
Our special this
Market
evening?
price.
Oh. Because they're both MP, masterpiece market price.
Yeah, I hate
Yeah.
market price.
Why?
I don't know. It's annoying they don't even have like a ballpark, which my market does.
Yeah.
So you would have a market.
It could be $8. It could be 8 trillion.
Yeah. Well, no. But I
It's
see
a bad market.
You see
Bad
my
market.
point, though.
So we got the waiter, we got the maitre d', we got the chef, and we got a customer joining us today.
Does that make you head waiter?
Yeah.
Damn.
Because I run the show.
So I give it hard.
I don't think a waiter runs the show.
Hi,
The
Carter.
maitre d' runs the show.
Yeah.
I feel like the customer does.
Technically speaking.
We
Seth's
catered
brother.
to you. It's Seth's brother, Carter.
And it's his birthday.
If Seth had a sibling on, you wouldn't be here, Lucas.
Yeah.
Every time Seth has a
That was
sibling
mean.
on. Every time Seth had a sibling
Or
on,
Kelly.
Lucas hasn't shown up.
Yeah, he hates him, which is cool.
Pretty much any guest, he doesn't show up or doesn't stay for the whole thing.
And I will be
stand
leaving halfway through this one. Carter's already getting on my nerves. Yeah.
I mean, you left early last time when we were on. I don't know
Yeah,
what you did, but
I have to leave early. Well, I am a fucking crazy guy. So
I think it's just you're a teacher and you work in a place that's not in the town you live, so you go to bed so you can get up and you can teach. But
Yeah,
you think he's crazy.
that sounds convenient.
that's all I do there. Yeah.
So we got a movie. We got a guest. We got
I'm Lucas.
questions.
Yeah.
You want to hear him?
sure.
Swing?
Swing.
Batter?
Yeah.
First question. You like the Cold War?
It's fascinating. But it also is like a fucking chess game fascinating in that sense, and they like never move the pieces, and you're just like, wow.
Yeah, it is. It's weird how afraid everybody was during that time, and how little happened as
Little
well.
warfare
Yeah.
happened, direct warfare. That's why I was cold. My chilly brother.
It was just scary.
I love chili.
War is bad, I think.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say I love the Cold War.
No.
Your head tilted back like you were just.
Oh, I love chili.
No.
Next question.
Chili is good.
Do you like Rockwells? Like Rockwell, Maine, Sam Rockwell, any Rockwell, really?
Isn't Norman Rockwell? I like
Norman
him.
Rockwell.
Take it or leave it.
He does that painting me and Seth hate. Or Seth, we hate that guy.
It's bittersweet. I don't know.
What's the painting?
This is one of the guy at the town hall meeting is standing up and he's like, oh, and it's supposed to be like people are using it as the dissenting opinion that's secretly right, but I don't know. You could interpret that as like, sit down, you're dumb. I don't know. It's just a silly painting.
It's like 12 angry men in a painting, but dumb.
That one's Norman, right? Sam's
the
an
actor.
Who's some cousin or niece or something.
he is the niece
He's
of
the
Norman
niece.
Rockwell.
Yeah,
Are they related?
probably.
That's crazy.
And my last question: do you like the voice acting for Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy?
I'm not familiar. Is this the tree?
Yes, that is the tree man.
Oh, I'm familiar.
And
Yeah, he's pretty good.
But
I guess.
Yeah.
pretty good. Okay. Well, if you've answered yes to liking the Cold War, any Rockwells, or the voice acting for Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy, you've come to the right place.
Movies.
This is the giant, the bad, and the movies. TGTBTM. TIG, the Iron Giant, the bad, the movies.
Yes.
TIGTBTM.
We're the #1 food and beverage podcast in the state of Montana now, guys. So thank
Hell
you for
yeah.
subscribing.
It's because
we're the only one.
It's because we drink something every time we're
we
on
jump
here.
genres. Yeah.
We jump genres.
Yeah, suck it, Mitch.
I hate that
the
guy.
Bone Zone.
Oh, you hate Mitch
Boo.
from the Bone Zone?
Boo. Yeah.
That's a podcast, right? The Bone Zone.
No,
Yeah.
it's not called the Bone Zone. It's called Wide Left Sports. He just interviewed Tommy Watt.
Yeah. Wide left up in her
On the
guts.
Bone Zone. That's sick.
Yeah.
The Boneyard.
Get
Do that. Welcome to the
boned.
Boneyard. Spooky in here. I'm Lucas.
And Brandon here, Dogface.
Welcome to Lucas.
And we have got an episode for you. We've also got a guest that we tried to get on for the minis. White Men Can't Jump, John Carter, Shallow Hal, Double Down, and now we've finally done it. Attempt number 5 or 6. Oh, and Legend of Kung Fu Rabbit. Attempt number 6. He's here.
Country Bears.
Country Bear. Yeah, 7. Shit. Carter, 7 times?
I don't know. I was working the weekends. I've been busy.
We get it, man.
We're here now.
It's Carter.
Now Lucas just
It's
has to
Carter.
leave early. He probably didn't leave early the 7 other times.
I did a lot of them on separate, or we split them.
He was on
common occurrence.
the Country Bears.
If my mania isn't already apparent, my bandwidth in life is just about filled up. So about
You can only
all
do
the
so
doing
much.
that I
You
can
know, you
take.
can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's
Take it
a
in normal.
birthday episode. Happy birthday, Carter. 27.
Nice.
Wow.
The big 3-0.
No, it was your
Guys,
goal.
I'm 40.
birthday.
He's 40.
Yeah, I mean,
Edward 40.
a lot of people say that, but I don't really know.
Good game.
Tails?
Means your birthday falls on how old you are.
Probably.
I know that, but like,
Well, then you did know. He knew.
He knew.
Wow.
what it entails is usually like a bigger kind of.
Nope.
Yeah. You do extra.
Marina gets her golden on the big 3-0.
Nice.
Yeah.
The big 3-0.
We were 12.
Hey,
You were 13.
shit.
Why shit?
It's a bad time to
I
hit
missed
your
it.
prime.
Hey, it's okay.
Oh, you hit your
Forgot
prime
about it.
birthday?
That's the idea. Is that it's your best year ever.
Oh, shit. Yeah, 12? 6th grade?
Yeah, and that was
Yeah,
like
my
the best
parents
year of
got
my life.
divorced.
Oh.
Yeah.
No!
My
I was
parents
just
did
joking.
get
That was,
divorced that year.
That was
so
way,
much earlier for me.
way earlier.
Good birthday.
How old were
We got
you
divorced on my birthday.
Oh.
when your parents got divorced?
Yeah, it was like the summer I was turning 12.
No!
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was it.
And your birthday's in the summer, so let's
Yeah.
just say it was your golden birthday.
Let's just say that.
Shit. Well, we got a birthday and an episode. Carter, what movie did you pick for us?
The Iron Giant this week.
And why
That's
was
okay.
this a pick for you?
I don't know. It's nostalgic from growing up. I haven't seen it in a while. I knew it was a good movie. Didn't know it was this deep when I watched it, but it's a great movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's get into it. First up,
He said something. Hold on, Brendan. He said something I really liked there. He said movie. So let's get into it. Let's get into some ideas. Let's get into some movie ideas.
Big fan.
Jesus Christ.
Said something I actually agree with for once, which was movie.
Lucas, you have any new movie ideas, like a writer's block idea?
Oh, sure. I've got hundreds of them. Let me see. Let me go through my notes here. Notes, ideas. Bum, 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 bum. We've got
Small
to do today. Nope, I don't think that's it.
Where the fuck are all my ideas? Oh, they're up here. Writer's block idea. A foreign exchange student ends up living with a family in inner city Chicago and realizes the disparities in the greatest country on earth.
Parodies.
Yeah, that's not bad, huh?
Yes, parodies. Idea.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Some of these aren't like very big. One of them just says raised racist. One says sleepwalker gets into trouble. One says boner for the sun. One says great clips, bitch. And one of them is pharmacy robber steals the wrong drugs.
I've got one about a Mennonite exorcist. I don't know what this one is. Chili-filled donuts. An entrepreneur opens a chili-filled donut shop.
Oh yeah.
Some people like cinnamon rolls and chili.
Yeah, I was gonna say that could be pretty good.
Could be a bad
I
idea.
love-
A memoir of a cat.
You're right. I do love
Nothing great.
I'm liking this chili donut one. I like it.
Memoirs of a cat is good.
Okay. So let's get
I
into
think
it.
the memoirs of a
That
geisha.
should-
type thing.
Of a geisha? I didn't even know about that.
Before we
Yeah.
get into it, we're drinking beers.
She's sexy.
What kind of beers?
I don't have anything to drink.
Oh, I don't either then.
Go get us something.
All right, I'm gonna grab that screwball. We'll just do shots.
Fuck.
You know.
No, don't make me do shots. I work tomorrow.
All right.
But there's beers.
You want me to get you a Coors Light?
Sure, or something from there.
We're drinking Coors
Or a
Light.
Truly or a something from there.
You can have.
Doctor is in.
Ooh, a deodorant.
Oh.
Dr. Deodorant. That sounds lovely.
Dr. Pepper.
For whatever reason, this came to my attention too from a child I taught. Well, I just think of Dr. Pepper as a man automatically. Well, how sexist of me. What do you picture when you think of Dr. Pepper? Is it a man or a woman?
You're right. Shit.
Good
I
point.
think of a man. Could be a transgender child. That's the whole thing about it. Doctor is not a sexualized term.
How
And
can a
here we are.
child get a doctorate?
That's also a good
Like a
question.
young Sheldon thing. Like
Genius,
a
yeah, young
Dr.
Sheldon.
autism type thing.
It just makes the soda. The genius
On the
just
side.
makes a tasty beverage.
After trans-
Truly lemonade. Ta-da!
Seth's like, I want to drink a beer, but let's just do some shots.
Steph, when you
but,
picture Dr.
anything but
Pepper,
beer.
who pops up in your mind? Describe the person who pops up in your mind for Dr. Pepper. a
Right
man,
away,
as a
it was
person.
that guy from the mid 2000s that did the "It's not for women" commercials.
Like you said, guy, sexist. That's what a student pointed out to me. Dr. Pepper could be anybody. Why do we always assume it's a guy?
Can we go back on the track? Didn't you just ask what guy I think of, like specifically,
Yeah, I did.
not person?
What
I would-
man do you picture?
I would think of either the guy from the commercials or my mother because she drank a lot of it.
Oh, okay. See, feminine.
The doctor is in.
And I'm a liar.
Okay, Carter, what are you drinking?
Drinking gin and tonic. I'm almost done.
Damn.
Very blurry. Holy cow.
So handsome. No ice, just fucking raw dog and a gin and tonic.
Well-
no carbonation.
I did have ice.
It didn't look like there was any tonic in there.
In this endless tunnel that is your room, it looks like.
Yeah.
Just a
That
blurry
light
tunnel.
at the end doesn't help. I'm drinking gin neat.
All right, let's get into this. Lucas, who's our
Evan,
director
other
today?
Evan, yes. Our director is Lawrence Venaglio. Everybody.
Wow.
No,
what a
It's
close
Brad Bird, I believe.
Larry Bird's son.
Yeah, Larry
Bird's
Bird's
son.
son, Brad
A
Bird.
man who went to my high school. Yeah, pretty cool.
Larry Bird.
No, Brad Bird.
Oh, cool.
And he's a
Brad
returner on this podcast. He's done 2 episodes of The Simpsons. He did The Incredibles 1 and 2. He did Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol.
Is that the 4th one?
Yes, where he climbs Burj Khalifa in Dubai.
Seen it.
Tomorrowland
Sucks.
and Ratatouille.
Ratatouille.
Cool.
Any questions? Moving on.
Yeah, a 9.9 and a 9.7 from us or something on the last time we were here for
On the
Ratatouille.
Tui meter.
Yeah. And then he's also the writer. He's done the same writography plus something called Batteries Not Included, 10 episodes of Family Dog, but he did not write Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. He did not.
Okay.
And then another
Okay, I get
writer,
it.
Didn't even read it.
Tim McCanley's, wrote North Shore, Dancer Texas Pop 81, The Two Bobs, and The Secondhand Lions.
I've seen that movie.
I love The Secondhand
The
Lions.
Country Bears.
No, not Country Bears. And then last writer is Brent Forrester. He's done 12 episodes of The Ben Stiller Show, 49 episodes of The Simpsons, 1 episode of King of the Hill, something called The Stupids, The Stokies, 10 episodes of In Gale We Trust, 11 episodes of The Office, 7 episodes of Love, and 2 episodes of Space Force. That Steve Carell one.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. He's trying to send oranges to the moon or some shit.
I watched the whole first. No, we're not pausing. I watched the whole first season of Space Force. I haven't watched season 2.
Nice.
I just started Detroiters.
Oh yeah, I forgot that popped up. I was gonna text my sister about that.
What are you guys watching?
Suits. Me too, Lucas. I've also been watching Suits lately.
I just started The League again. I haven't watched that since I was younger.
Good show, Carter.
League is good. League is good. We and Alex have been trotting through Succession once again.
It's a slow
But
show.
yeah,
I can't really.
Succession.
Still one of the best shows you've ever seen?
The
The best show.
I
I was watching The League right when Callie was a newborn, and she was like
Post-Meridian.
postpartum when we would get up at like 6 a.m. for her. I would feed her, and then she would just pass out right next to me. So I'd turn on The League and watch it for a couple hours before Marina got up or stuff. But Andre, guys, tune in. January is Andre month on the podcast.
Paul Shear all the time.
No,
Oh.
Andre month's gonna fucking rock. I'm so excited. And then we're through our writers. How about a cast? It's an animated film, so it's all voice actors.
Nice.
You've got
Oh.
Eli.
Apple.
No, not Eli Apple. Cornerback of the New York
Eli
Giants.
Whitney?
That's right.
Eli Whitney, no.
inventor of the cotton gin.
Yeah.
We've got Eli
Vizel.
Manning.
Marienthal.
Ah.
Oh, that was
Who'd you
close.
say? Eli Wiesel. So
I
Elie
think it's Elie
Wiesel
Wiesel, yeah.
from the writer of Night.
Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
The
It's just
Holocaust
called
book?
Night? Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I read that, but I forgot what it was called. I thought it was like Stars.
There's a Star of David on it. That's
Starry
probably why you were thinking
Knights
that.
And then I picked Eli Manning. Some say is the Elie Wiesel of the NFL.
True.
Do they?
Yeah, he kind of is a short story kind of quarterback, and that book's like 70 pages.
That's right. Wow, that's a great
Yeah.
connection.
Mm-hmm.
That's very smart of you.
Thanks, Israel.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Israel. We've got to go by our countries for the rest of the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cast: Eli Marienthal. You've got Harry Connick Jr. You've got Jennifer Aniston, Vin Diesel, James Gammon, Cloris Leachman, Christopher McDonald, and John Mahoney.
Mahoney.
Some names.
Yeah.
There are some names.
Quite a few.
And there are 4 or 3 at least very well known there with Harry Connick Jr., Jennifer Aniston, and Vin Diesel.
But Harry Connick nipples.
What?
They're like pointing at you.
Oh, because they're conic. They're cones.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
You're so smart, Israel.
Don't call me Israel anymore. I don't want to be a part of that.
Uganda, call him Israel.
I don't know what
Come
to
on.
do.
Come on, Uganda. You know what Israel do to you, Uganda, if you don't.
If you do,
So he's fucked either way.
yes.
Wow, you're saying Uganda's fucked no matter what? Wow.
Israel.
Wow. Israel, Jesus Christ.
This is the least
Boo.
problematic thing
Thank-
Israel could be doing.
Don't scare him.
Are we stalling?
No.
Okay.
And then a plot.
Free falling.
Nice. A young boy befriends a giant.
Oh.
What?
Young boys, Brandon.
Come on now.
We promised. You promised.
Azerbaijan.
Yes.
Promise. A young boy befriends.
Whoa.
I was ready for you to do it again. Yeah. And then it just clicked in my head and I just started laughing.
Got it. In his
Got
head
it.
now.
You got it.
A young boy befriends a giant robot from outer space that a paranoid government agent wants to destroy.
I read
Wow.
that.
That sounds
Destroy
about
us all!
I read that plot.
Destroy us all!
Is he frozen or gone?
I don't know.
Was that Luke? Carter said wow just now?
No, that was Lucas.
Right?
Yeah,
That was the
What a plot.
on Apple. Apple Music.
That was the plot summary on Apple Music
Well, no, on Apple. I even signed up for a week trial.
for Apple TV Plus.
Yeah. 'Cause I
Nice.
thought it was on there.
Oh, and
It's
it wasn't.
not, no.
So now you just have a week of Apple TV Plus.
Yeah, I already canceled the subscription.
Oh,
I'm just gonna watch Severance or something. Anyway,
is that on Apple TV Plus?
Yeah.
I was gonna say you could watch Ted Lasso, but you would never watch that.
never watched it last.
I heard great things about Shrinking.
Yeah, I don't like Jason Segel. So I'm
I
not
know
doing
you
that.
don't, but
What
I've
a
heard
plot.
great
Do the plot again.
things. A young boy.
Boo.
I was ready for Lucas to go. Oh,
what
I
do you
don't
what do you have against Ted Lasso?
There he is. I don't know. The whole world's been trying to get me to watch it for like 5 years straight.
Do
I'm
it.
not gonna-
You mean the Care Bears grown up show? That one?
I've seen the Care Bears. I would watch Care Bears before I watched Ted Lasso. No, dude, I was at the fucking World Market a year ago, and they had like mints that were Ted Lasso shaped. They were trying to sell to me, and I
Oh,
said, you
come
know
on
what?
now.
That's the
What are
last
we
straw. I'm not watching that show.
I'm
On
back
principle.
in now.
Yeah,
I want those mints.
the bigger fan than ever.
give me those mints. I need them.
No, it's bad. I'm not watching that.
No,
You get those.
It's
Get
like,
those for Alex for Christmas. The Ted Lasso mints. She'll love it.
it is such like nice core TV. It's
That's not mine.
It's very neutered in that aspect. in my
I've been watching Suits is for nice core stuff. Like it's just a cute show. The good guys win every time, and there's always a file that's like this could win the whole case, and it's never.
You know what
explained
was
it is.
really pushed on me?
It's always just like, whoa, thank you for this game-winning
like-
file.
That's like what's the fucking Pretty Little Liars? Every episode, another liar dies, and then 3 episodes later, it was a fake death. They're alive.
There are so many fake deaths in Pretty
probably
Little Liars.
100.
Crazy.
We should just do the good, the bad, the TV shows.
You know, Riverdale gets me too. It's like where
Riverdale
like
sucks ass.
everybody dies. Like people are supposed to die and then they're not. And then like it's the first 2 seasons. They're like, oh, we're gonna solve this crime. Season 3, they're like, there's a goat demon, and they're like, what?
Yeah, yeah.
Brandon, why are you watching Riverdale?
Marina watched it.
And you were just there?
The first season made me mad. It was just bad Twin Peaks, and I was like, I'm not doing this.
You know what show was pushed down my throat though?
Gay. Sorry. What was pushed down your throat, Brandon?
Okay.
What was down your gullet?
Oh yeah, I bet.
Oh.
When it was on Netflix, it was just like it was recommended after everything. It's like you just finished Pokemon. How about Suits?
My sister's ex used to tell me to watch it all the time, and now that they're broken up, I feel like I can watch it.
Is it about lawyers?
It's about lawyers, yeah.
Okay. I
Yeah,
didn't
the
know what
kid-
this is.
There's the main guy like fakes his way into a job by pretending he's from
Oh.
lawyer because he has a photographic memory, so he just knows everything, I guess.
He's got a suit on.
He's got a suit on.
Of course,
And
he has a
also-
suit on.
It took me like
Gotta
2
have
seasons
a
to get this. Also lawsuits.
Oh,
I binged like 2 seasons after getting
Is
laid
he-
off, and it took me so
after
long.
getting laid.
Yeah.
Is he shallow? The main guy.
His boss is shallow because he only cares about himself, but the main guy's like teaching him how to have a heart and like care about his employees. And then there's Donna, hot Donna, Rachel, who's Meghan Markle
Shallow suits.
on Shallow Suits.
Nice, gotta love it.
Anyway, sorry,
Back to the movie.
you're right.
It's
What a plot.
It's history time.
Drop it, Brandon.
Yeah,
Thanks,
somebody
Bob.
drop a beat. Somebody drop a beat. Yeah, keep it going. Keep it going.
Keep it going, Seth.
Keep
Yeah.
it going. Keep it going, Israel.
Oh,
The Iron Giant is a 1999 American animated science fiction film.
Watch out, the roots.
You're just blowing at him.
TGTBTM's coming for you.
Watch out, the roots. I'm rooting here for Brandon to do well on his
We'll
freestyle.
fucking uproot you, bitch.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
We're gonna
whoa,
salt the earth. No roots here.
The origin of the
Yeah,
film.
cool. Oh, he's still going.
You just doing Skrillex now? So, The Iron Giant is a 1999 American animated science fiction film. The origins of the film lie in the book The Iron Man from 1968 by poet Ted
Tony Stark.
Hughes, who
Yeah.
wrote the novel for his children to comfort them in the wake of their mother Sylvia Plath's suicide.
Damn.
Oh, Sylvia Plath was that dude's wife? That's fucking
Yes.
nuts.
Yeah.
That's crazy shit.
In the 1980s, rock musician Pete Townsend chose to adapt the book for a concept album. It was released as The Iron Man, a musical in
That's right.
1989. And in 1991, Richard Basley, who later became the film's lead animator, pitched a version of The Iron Man to Don Bluth while working at a studio in Ireland. They created a story outline and character designs, but Bluth passed on the project. After a stage musical was mounted in London, Des McAnuff, who had adapted Tommy with Townshend for the stage, believed that the Iron Man could be translated to the screen, and the project was ultimately acquired by Warner Brothers Entertainment. It was the final, it was the final by Warner Brothers Animation to be fully animated and not a live-action animation hybrid. Through home video releases and television syndication, the film gathered a cult following and is widely regarded as a modern animated classic and one of the greatest animated films ever made. In 2015, an extended remastered version of the film was re-released theatrically and on home video of the following year.
Pete Townsend, lead singer of who, Brandon?
The Who. Correct.
That's right. He's on. Who's on first?
There's no way you're gonna wrap that whole thing.
No.
Can't do it.
I thought you were going in on that.
His bag's not deep enough.
It's a good beat.
Yeah, it's very good.
It's very good.
You should
The
pitch
Who
that.
always makes some crazy shit.
The Who?
Yeah, they made a Pinball Wizard movie. You know that? We should do that one.
Yeah, they're just like, hey, you know that poem? Let's make
Got
a
a special
concept.
needs kids playing pinball. Yeah. Yeah.
The first ever
No
like
wonder they thought he was a wizard.
right.
Just a regular guy playing
He's
pinball.
the good
One of the-
doctor playing pinball.
One of the first ever like
Relatively, yeah.
albums turned into a different media that I ever kind of like dove into was that Daft Punk Discovery album where they made a movie out of all the music videos.
They made like an anime, didn't they?
Yeah. They made that based off the music video, so then it continued
Cool.
going.
Remember when they broke up, killed one of those guys?
One of the Daft Punk is dead?
Murdered by the
What?
other one. Yeah.
No!
That's canon.
No, one Daft Punk member did not murder the other one.
He did it with a cannon, he says. That's crazy.
It was canon, you're right.
I watched like 8 hours of that stupid Pharrell Happy, like 24-hour long music video or whatever to see if I could see anything interesting in there in high school. Not a lot going on there.
Thing.
Because I'm happy clap along that.
Yeah, it was just like different people dancing to it for 3 minutes. And
Just
then
a
it would go
24-hour live show.
20. Yeah,
That's pretty bad.
yeah.
I watched the unrated version of Robin Thicke's Blurred Line so I could see Emily Ratajkowski's boobs.
Nice.
How'd that go?
It was great.
I'll have to look into that.
And Pharrell Williams is in that and mostly just has like that weird like woo on the 7/8 beat.
Hey, everybody get up.
Yeah, he does that and then like every 7/8 he goes woo, and then like that's it.
I think he produces it too, but yeah.
He did. Yeah, he definitely did.
No, he just does the
Yeah,
words.
right.
No, because the beat starts with bum bum bum
It
bum.
does.
Everybody get up. It's a 4-count beat. It's
Classic.
Pharrell.
Yeah. It's Pharrell.
Classic Pharrell.
Carter, it's budget
Hi.
time.
He has a movie out, by the way. Anyways, yeah.
He does. I heard great things about it.
All in
He was on
Lego.
the plane too.
Huh?
He was on the plane too.
Epstein's planes?
Mhm.
Fuck.
Cool.
Yeah, he and Tom
I'm
Hanks.
going full circle on that.
Pharrell?
Cool if you're hanging out there.
Well, yeah. If you survived it.
Yeah.
Carter, you want to sing our budget song?
We got the budget. We got the budget. We got the budget right now.
Mm.
Wow.
We got the budget to be loving each other.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I love it. I love you.
High budget.
What do we think the budget of the Iron Giant is? Anybody?
Oh. What a plot. I'll guess
Since you
$18
asked.
million. No, that's too much. $18 million? I'll say that.
All right.
You went with the same. Okay.
Like made in early 2000, I guess, like
1999.
850, 800,000.
I thought you were going
Less
to say
than a
million.
million.
I was like, Carter, do
No.
not say 850 million.
$1 billion.
I want to say $13 million.
13, 18, and 850,000. The winner today is Lucas. This cost $70 million to make.
Oh, he wasn't
What?
with 7.
No, he wasn't.
No, he was
God
not.
damn it. That's
So I win.
Seth wins.
All right.
$70 million for the Iron Giant.
That's impressive. I don't even know what
Yikes.
that kind of money
I mean,
was.
Jennifer Aniston's in it.
It's true.
Friends, around the time of Friends,
Friends extraordinaire.
Early friends,
She-
yeah.
they paid her $49 million, and then the rest, yeah, was in the drawings.
So opening weekend, this was released on August 8th, 1999. Almost your birthday, Lucas.
Hey, my mom's birthday. Shout out.
Shout out
Shout
Shelly. What do we think this made opening weekend in the theaters? Carter?
Let's see.
I was
My
way
mom
off with
would've
my
gone.
first guess. I don't.
Come on, Carter, I got you. I'll say
28 million.
27 million. Oh, you
Whoa.
fuck.
Oh, 28 and 27 . Shit.
I'm just gonna say 13 million again.
The winner today is Seth.
Nice.
It's $5.7 million.
Yeah.
I never win this
Why are
game.
you mad at me? I didn't make the openings.
You made the guess, though.
Yeah, and I won.
That's why he's mad.
No, he's mad that it didn't make very
That
much
was-
money opening weekend.
Oh.
And he thinks it's my fault.
Seth.
Yeah, see, that's the tone. Blame, accusatory.
Bleh.
Bleh.
Uh,
Man.
Seth, what do you think this made domestically in the U.S. and Canada?
In totality, of course.
Yes.
50
million.
Good catch.
Okay. Lucas?
Yeah. 5 translates to 21 in my mind.
21 million. 50 million. Carter?
We'll go 27 million.
The winner today is Lucas.
I never win this game.
23.315 million.
Damn.
Seth loses that one.
Yeah, Seth lost that one.
I lost.
And lastly, worldwide, Lucas, what do you think of this made in the world?
Famously, China melted all their iron during the communist reign of Mao. I think they called it a bad winter or something like that. So I will say they did not enjoy Mr. Giant and his iron adventures. I will say 29 million.
29. Okay.
I'm gonna say China missed their iron so much that this made $100 million.
Okay. Lucas loved that.
A good bet.
That's true.
Carter?
63 million.
The winner
Something
today
about
is
China.
Lucas.
Damn, I was swinging for the fences and I fell down with my pants fucking around my ankle.
It made in the world 23.337 million.
Not even 1 cent more.
Not a
So no,
penny.
it did. It made $22,000
more.
outside the U.S. and Canada.
Not a single ticket outside of the US.
$22,000.
Interesting. Yeah, I would have been better if China was. Oh my gosh, we miss you. And now you're in giant form. We love you.
That's what he wanted it all melted for. He was making a friend for the whole time.
A nice little friend.
Thank you, Chairman.
You know, I want to shake his hand.
We forgive you, Chairman Mao.
Government issue giant friend. Tiananmen what? I'll stop the protest.
Cool as hell.
He goes to squash Hong Kong, man. I love the Iron Giant.
Yeah, that's a good idea. A giant friend for a country. We need one.
What would
We don't
I
have any allies, so we made our own friend.
We did make our giant friend. It's that new kid that was on Fallon last night.
Yeah, that one that was also
Rizzler?
playing
AJ?
Rizzler. That's our giant friend.
the kid that
We'd
played
love
for
that
the
Rizzler.
Knicks for a minute.
Exactly. What's that?
The kid that played for the Knicks for a minute.
Yeah.
Big Justice.
And that-
Big Justice.
Big Justice.
They
and
were
he-
Name's
all
Big Justice.
yeah, and he's the Costco kid too.
Yeah,
Rizzler's-
AJ, Rizzler, Big Justice. There's Mama Justice. You guys are not up to speed on,
Lucas is back in the
on the
sky,
canon.
I love him.
He loves this guy.
right?
We make
We
the
get it,
boom.
Lucas.
We bring the boom to you. Yeah, I'm ahead of the curve on this.
I skip them every time they're on the timeline. I don't look at them.
That's blasphemy. They're about to be elected Pope, so. watch out.
Rizzler, the little kid's funny because he keeps doing this thing.
He does do that.
But just with the 2 fingers, and his fingers are so
risen.
small compared to his big fat head. And I don't know where his chin is that he's stroking, so he's just.
Just see the ass he pulls. It's crazy.
It is crazy. I mean, he wore.
There were
Nick's
girls
jersey.
there. What about Baby Gronk? Whatever happened to him?
Yeah. I heard that.
He got arrested.
Yeah, Lizzie rejected him or whatever. I forget what that whole story was.
Livy Dunn.
Maybe.
Yeah. What was it he do? He rizzed her up or something?
Yeah, Baby Gronk rizzed Livy Dunn up.
Yeah, I think they had.
to LSU.
No, I think he's trying to come back and try to fight the Rizzler now. I think they're doing a boxing
I
match.
see. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
It's like a Jake Paul.
Stay
Mike
out of it,
Tyson
Riz
thing.
King.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Better than that.
And where's Hasbulla been? I haven't seen him in forever.
He's an adult. He's an adult.
I know.
Yeah, he kind of
What a
fell
plot.
off.
He probably went to go live his own life. He was tired of like grown men just picking him up during an interview.
He just wants to shoot guns out of moving cars, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
I love those videos where he just picks up a gun in a car.
He
Like,
loves it, dude.
put it down. Jesus.
Head honcho.
So it was a $70 million budget. It only made $23 million, basically. That's a flop.
Oh, Carter picked a flop.
Carter picked a flop. Flop it out.
Now flop
That's
it.
a
Flop.
rule.
Flop. Carter, flop
That's
it.
a rule.
Hey,
Ah,
did it. He flopped it.
good tradition.
It's a limpy.
Limpy. All right. That means it's tagline time. Seth, I got 4 taglines for you.
Excuse me.
Or should I send them to Carter?
Let's just get him out of the way.
Okay. Carter's upset.
Should I start? Should I give him the Carter?
Israel.
Let's just get him out of the way.
No,
Israel.
go for it.
All right.
Go for it, Israel.
First tagline from yours truly, Israel. Some secrets are too huge to hide. No, it's okay.
Yeah. That's good.
Tagline number
Lion.
2, sponsored by Tel Aviv. The story of a boy and a giant from another world who became a hero on this world. All right.
I like it.
I hate that it's sponsored, but yeah.
Yeah. Why do they gotta throw their name in there?
Hate that shit.
Tagline number 3, funded by the U.S. government. Something humongous is among us.
Sus.
Oh, like fungus.
Yeah,
I don't like that one.
I don't like it either. I bet it was,
I love that one.
6 years ago, probably a little better. But and number 4, just a little bit more aid from the U.S. here. It came from outer space.
Oh, that was it.
Lame.
Yeah. Put some work in next time. What do you
Scared.
half-assed?
What's your favorite of these 4?
Number 1, my lord.
Some secrets are too huge to hide? Yeah, I think so.
Number
I think
3 with a bullet.
something humongous is among us.
Yeah,
With
that,
a bullet.
That one being killed is better than number 1 as a tagline.
Oh.
I believe is what he's saying.
That's right.
Yeah.
I really like the first one.
Number 3 tagline.
I think I like number 2 the best.
The story of a boy and a giant from another world who becomes a hero on this one.
Too long.
Just go straight to the point.
Bloviate more, why don't you?
Yeah,
Brevity.
bloviate.
My friend.
Bloviate me.
Taglines of our own. Chairman Mao's Iron Giant.
Yeah, national friend is a good tagline.
Yeah.
It's such a stupid concept.
It's hilarious to me.
What's the atomic name for iron? Is it like ferium or something?
Fe.
Ferris.
Isn't it ferium is what it's also called?
Where are you going with this?
I know where.
You just wanted to know.
Ethereum giant.
The Ferium Giant.
Doing the etymology on what 1/3 of the title of the yeah.
The Ferium Giant.
Pretty good.
Eli Manning plays for the Iron Giants.
Eli Marienthal, quarterback of the Iron Giants.
Yeah. Nice.
And you said the one
Right
I
there.
liked was long.
This is about the
Right.
same length.
Still too long.
Yeah, it's a mouthful.
What about movie? That's short.
That's pretty good.
That's good. That's a good tagline.
Iron
You-
movie.
Iron describes so many things though.
What about don't get hit with the iron claw?
Print it.
Is that for a different movie?
The iron claw. Watch out for the iron lady.
Ship it. Love it.
Science
Stamp
Seal
it.
delivered. I think we have a winner.
Listen here to the Iron Maiden.
Seth just
Print
wants
it,
to
wax
stand.
it, melt it. Perfect.
Me.
Love it. A+.
I'm gonna go make another drink because you guys made fun of me.
It would be ice in it when you come back.
There was.
he
It just
disappeared.
melted.
He disappeared
See
into
what
the
to
cave.
happen.
He's in the ether now.
Right at the end of the tunnel.
Or he's got fucking halogen lights in his kitchen. Is that what those are called?
Yeah,
The real glowy ones?
yeah.
Shut up.
Oh yeah.
Don't placate me.
Placate?
Let's move on.
He's being
Like-
sagacious.
Placate.
Sagacious indeed, Lucas.
Yeah.
Some
Lucas.
gay shit.
We've been watching this
Let's just go
Fox
ahead
show
and
called
reheat our brick oven pizza. to
Special
700
Forces.
degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
And in the very first episode, the girl Kate from John and Kate Plus 8, it's a bunch of celebrities trying to do like Navy SEAL shit. Very first
Cool.
episode, they had to drop like 20 feet into water, like backwards from a helicopter. Kate
Nice.
broke her neck, had to leave.
Jeez. That was like a very safe
Not
show.
break her neck.
They thought she broke her neck.
They did not. She thought that.
What's the
She was the
first
only one
fact?
that said that.
The doctor was like, "You
What
might
is
have
the
broken
first
your neck."
fact.
We haven't even picked the tagline yet.
We picked several.
You just
kept
wanted
naming
all the iron ones,
Yeah.
all the copyright ones.
Israel facts.
Facts, yeah. Okay, so Israel facts. We've got Cold War facts.
Cold War facts is good.
I am not a fact.
Ooh,
What is that from?
I am not a crook. It's Richard Nixon.
Richard
No.
Gere in Jaws. I am not a big ass shark. Ooh.
What about the
Um,
Factium giant, like Farium?
Ooh. Is that the... Are we sure that's the elemental name for iron,
It's
though?
not.
Not even close.
It's not.
To sure. I have zero.
Pretty
idea.
sure it's ferrite.
0%
Boron.
That's true. Actually, that makes it's fair something.
Because it's ferrous sulfate and ferrous gluconate that you take.
No.
And remember, itis ate a tick, so ite and us and ate and it go together.
No.
So it's ferrite.
It's Ferrothorn from Pokemon.
Oh,
And him being a steel type would correlate to the name being iron of iron roots.
he shouldn't be a steel type then. He should be an iron type.
They don't have that. Don't be a douche about
Brandon.
Pokemon.
Yeah, make sure we preheat all of our ovens.
Preheat oven facts.
Scooby-Doo facts. Always brings a smile to my face.
Fact and tonic.
Yeah,
Back
like,
in tonic.
Fact and
I like
tonic.
it.
it's good, yeah.
Burn it. Cut it.
A+. Ship it.
Signed,
Stamp it.
sealed, delivered.
I'm yours.
I was gonna say when we got back, freak them out.
All right. We have another opportunity for Carter to get one right. We're going to
Hi.
guess how many facts I have. Carter, how many facts do you think I have?
8.
Seth?
8,
Good guess.
No, you can't guess the same.
too low of a number, and too high of chances for me to skip up on this opportunity.
What are you going to say?
8.2.
Guess 8. Guess
No,
8.
you have to get the whole number.
8.2 facts, baby.
You have to guess the whole number.
Lucas, what do you think? 8.1?
I think it's 8.
See? Look, Carter's stroke of genius isn't getting by me. I know it's 8. You let him go first, you texted him, and he cheated. Which is fine. I want him to win, but I just want to
That's
ride the
brotherly
coattail.
love.
All right. What if I restart it? You get to go first.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to
Ooh.
restart. What do you think?
Say
Nine.
8.
I'll go 8.
Say 8.
You said 9.
I said 9.
Lucas said
I'll
8.
go.
Carter, what are
Wait.
you going? You get to go last since they think you cheated. They said 8 and 9.
Carter, go 8.
I really think 8, but okay, 10.
One of you guys is right.
I hope
I
it's 10.
swear
I
if it's 8,
hope
I'm
so
pissed.
The winner today is Carter. It's 10.
Thank God.
Oh,
I want
10 facts?
Seth, you were just rooting for me there.
Yeah, it was. Well, it would be really funny if I forced
It was
you off
8.
the number 8 and it was 8 anyway. But I feel like Brandon wouldn't do that if
I'd
he
be up
was
all
the right
night.
answer. Yeah.
So that's 2 points. So it's 2-2 right now.
I guess 10.
No, we
Okay,
already,
2 points.
I already revealed the answer.
Damn.
10 facts. The first one was that, oh my God, I was doing this research. This is the saddest thing I've ever heard. Brad Bird was in part inspired to make this film as a memorial to his sister Susan, who had died at the hands of her estranged husband by gun violence. And his pitch to producers was this: what if a gun had a soul, but it didn't want to be a gun?
Iron. That's sad.
Yeah,
I
it
wanted
wanted to be
a
iron.
friend.
It wanted to be a friend. The nation's friend.
I don't know. I guess it'd be
Yeah, that's a good concept for any story. What if a lamp had a soul?
Yeah.
But it wasn't a lamp.
It didn't want to be a lamp.
But it didn't want to be a
I want
lamp.
to be a lamp. Wants to be a tiny chef.
It's a way
That's what
worse
all-
pitch if you don't bring the gun part into it. Any other inanimate object, you're like, who cares?
I
Yeah,
think that's
are you
what
talking?
Brad Bird
Get out of my
is most
kitchen.
interested by, relationship-wise, in the world, are people who are meant to be one thing and are rebelling against it.
Like
Is
Sylvia
that
Plath.
not Remy? Is that
That's
not The
literally-
Incredibles?
I was gonna say that's literally the Incredibles and Ratatouille.
Is that not Mission Impossible 4? I don't know. I haven't seen it.
I think it is,
It is for sure. Tom Cruise wants to be tall,
but he's not.
and he can't do it.
5'7", 5'7" gang.
That's the real impossible mission.
What if a short person had a soul and they didn't want to be a
No.
short person?
Don't go there.
Mission Impossible 4.
They don't have them.
Possible for. He's climbing a building, I guess.
He's
He
trying
wants
to
to be
get up,
tall.
People have
trying to
souls.
get higher than he's ever been before.
Right there it is. Of course, that's the joke. I missed it.
That is sad though.
Next, excluding the yells and the groans, the Iron Giant only says a total of 53 words in the film. That one doesn't count.
I didn't say it did.
100 if that's.
100 million bajillion, if that's a word.
Guess how many words he says if you count the groans and yells.
1,000.
I don't know.
200.
I don't know. Guess 8.
8.
Yeah, 8.
With
Next,
8 every time.
the last name for Annie Ann Hogarth Hughes is an
All
homage
on
to
it.
Ted Hughes, the author of the original children's book upon which the film is based.
Ted Lasso.
No, Ted Hughes.
Good name.
Ted Mosby.
Good name.
Bad name. That show.
Next, the scene where the giant's hand was in the living room watching a Maypo cereal advertisement was changed in the signature edition, which was the re-released one in 2016, to an advertisement for the Disneyland attraction Tomorrowland. Brad Bird wanted Tomorrowland in the film as an homage to his mentors, but Disney wouldn't give him clearance to use it, and then he ended up directing the film Tomorrowland, so then in his remastered version, he got to put it in.
Which is interesting.
Yeah. He was hoping
And
for this
also-
all along, and then he got to direct it anyway.
And also, wasn't that like one of the biggest bombs of the 21st century, Tomorrowland?
Tomorrowland was, yeah.
They all have one. All the Pixar guys.
Yeah. And
They have
this,
one real life action bomb.
Brad Bird
and
had
this?
this too.
Yeah.
What are you doing with your hair?
Just checking out my big ass.
But I mean, this also, you might talk about this later too in the facts and everything, made like a shit ton on DVD sales and
VHS and
VHS
DVD.
sales.
I don't have it in here, but it did.
Yes, we all had it. I'm pretty sure.
Next fact, Brad Bird.
Sorry, Lucas. I don't know what.
Yeah.
Skip right over it.
Yeah.
Next fact, Brad Bird personally animated the scene where Hogarth rants to Dean about his problems and is super fast paced after he gives him espresso. Because the character is talking and moving about so rapidly, Bird had to actually draw at least some part of every in-between, the frames in an animated film between the key frames.
Good scenes, good frames.
The old school animation where you drew it all.
They got a lot of funny ones in animes if you pause at the right time.
Do you like anime?
In-betweens.
It's all right. Yeah.
I
They
read
try to-
yeah.
Jinxie!
Oh man,
Way nicer than my cat.
Jinjo's got some competition for handsome up here,
Jinjo hasn't made a peep yet, though.
which is very
Oh,
strange.
he
That's
has.
really-
He's just locked out.
Next. This was the first traditionally animated feature to have a major character who is fully computer generated. So the Iron Giant is the first one ever done fully CGI,
Fully
not any
computer.
drawings.
I see.
Oh,
I thought Hal was non-binary. But yeah,
we're not talking about non-binary.
I was joking.
And it was Mel that was non-binary.
That's right.
And then
Not- Hal was before Mel.
Mel is made out of computers.
He was made out of a suit.
Yeah.
He was made out of John Travolta.
And how do you think
These
they got
suits.
that suit?
Computers.
Exactly right.
Shit. Next, when the giant looks over the hill at Rockwall, there's a moving star near the moon on the right-hand side. This is meant to be Sputnik.
Nice.
oh wow.
I mean, it's 1957. This is everything about the Cold War and the space race. So
Sputnik's crazy. Sputnik's like 5 feet long. It's like tiny.
yeah, oh, it's super small. Don't
Something
don't
like that. Yeah.
don't tell Tom Cruise that it's tiny.
There's no way we're
I
seeing.
know.
Was Sputnik a guy?
No, it's a satellite.
Satellite.
Ed Sputnik.
Yeah, Ed Sputnik.
Ted Sputnik.
Oh, Ted.
Of
The
course.
Russians launched it. I think.
The Russians
tired
launched
of
him.
Get him out of here.
They just threw him into space, and now he's orbiting.
Get out of here.
Probably.
Ted
Next,
floating around.
only a couple more. Peter Cullen, Sean Connery, Frank Welker, and James Earl Jones were considered to voice the role of the Iron Giant before it went to Vin Diesel instead.
Probably a young Vin Diesel.
Yeah, for sure.
When did Fast and the Furious come out?
The first one was like 01 or 02.
This is baby Vin.
Yeah, pre Fast Vin.
Vin unleaded.
He didn't even know about he didn't even know about family yet.
Not
He
familiar.
didn't have one.
Peter Cullen, wasn't he the reviewer in Ratatouille?
Yeah.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Another Brad Bird coming back up. Penultimate today is that this is number 242 on IMDb's top 250.
Just sneaking in there.
Just sneaking in. And right around this, oh shit, it's going to make me scroll all the way.
Oh no. He's already there.
I thought it was
I'm already
a flop.
Ratings wise, not box office wise.
Yeah, ratings wise.
Box office was a big flop. Ratings, to be true.
247.
Actually, that's pretty good.
The ones right after it, Grapes of Wrath, Groundhog Day, Amores Perros, Rebecca, The Help, Cool Hand Luke, It Happened One Night, and A Silent Voice, the movie.
The anime.
It happened one night. Won the big 5 Oscars.
Yes. And we did Groundhog Day on here. And then ones just above this include The Battle of Algiers, Into the Wild, To Be or Not to Be, The Handmaiden, My Father and My Son, and The Sound of Music. And Hachi,
and Me,
A Dog's
Myself,
Tale.
and Irene.
Oh, and then there's The Incredibles at 231. And The Exorcist at 229. So it's kind of situated in between a couple we've already done.
And a couple we love.
And Hachi.
And Hachi. We love
Have you seen Hachi?
No.
Very sad.
Never heard of it. No.
It's
He's a
that
good boy.
It's that Japanese dog tale where the guy dies and then the dog goes back to the train station every day to wait for his owner to come back.
I can't do it.
You're probably wondering how they made a movie out of that. Me too.
So it's a Japanese tale and they just had Richard Gere play the main actor.
I
don't
can't
get
do that shit.
I don't get how they did that. I don't get how they did 127 hours. It doesn't make any sense.
So we'll see, it's a movie.
Yeah, I don't know how they fill in the time.
She's
100
a dog.
What is he doing in there? He's stuck. And the dog's sad. It just sounds like a bad idea for a movie.
Can't do it.
He's just sleeping. I don't know. He's probably just standing there.
Yeah, I don't want to watch that.
Yeah. He stood there every day until he died.
Fucked up.
That's how he lived.
I need some Ted Lasso.
He's not dead
Ted
forever.
Lasso.
And
What if a
last-
guy just didn't want to have an arm?
What if they killed Ted Lasso in the series finale?
That'd be wild.
He was executed.
That would be a wild series finale.
That'd be pretty
It'd
cool.
be crazy.
What if we
And they show
kill
it
him?
all. Gore and everything. They
And-
do not do it off screen.
Oh, it's gory too?
Yeah.
Martyr style?
No, worse.
Oh,
Worst
worse.
Not to Go by Chappelle Roan is playing while they do it too.
Yeah. H-O-T.
Did you My last one is nominations. This was the winner for the BAFTAs. Yes, BAFTA these nuts. Winner for Best Feature Film for the Children's Award.
Like we were all thinking it.
I wasn't going to say that.
You guys say it all the time.
I've never said a thing like that in my life.
Yes,
I'm a
you-
What does
professional.
it mean to
I'm a consummate
bath something?
professional on this show.
I don't know, but you've both said it before.
It's not even the same syllabically.
You've both have said it.
Both of these nuts.
BAFTA these nuts.
What?
At the Annie Awards, winner for Outstanding Achievement in Character Animation, winner for Effects Animation, winner for Music in an Animated Feature, winner for Production Design Animated Feature, winner for Storyboarding, winner for Directing, winner for Voice Acting for Hogarth, winner for Animated Theatrical Feature, winner for
Annie's liked
Writing.
it.
There's won basically everything. Goodness. The Dallas-Fort Worth Film Critics Association winner for Best Animated Feature and Best Picture nom. The Genesis Awards winner for Animated. Hugo Awards nominee for Best Dramatic Presentation.
A PowerPoint. I think a PowerPoint could get nominated in that.
Young
category.
Artist Awards winner for Best Performance in a Voiceover for Eli Manning. And Young Artist Award for Best Family Feature for an Animated Film. Ta-da! That's going to end our Fact and Tonic. Carter, show us your drink.
Show us your balls.
No.
Swap it out. Yeah.
Flop it.
Ice.
Not that I saw, but I'll take
I
your
didn't
word
see
for
any.
it.
I saw some carbonation, though.
Yeah, that's better. Carbonation is more important than ice.
All right.
Lucas, I believe this is goodbye forever.
Yeah, I want to see what Nicole's asked to be doing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
What is Nicole Kidman up to this week? She's
trapped?
They named her.
Like a bear trap or something?
I don't know, underground, maybe.
I was
in a maze.
In a basement.
Underground maze. She's in an underground maze.
It's both.
It's collapsed.
Yeah, that's right. She was mining for iron underground, and the shaft collapsed. Not the first time she's had problems.
Because Keith Urban has erectile dysfunction.
Right.
Oh, I forgot she was married to Keith Urban. We've done this for so long. She's not a person.
She doesn't fuck him or talk to him anymore.
No, because she's underground.
Yeah, she's trapped. She can't really.
We have put her in a mine before. But this time is different because this time there's a prize if she gets out.
Ooh, what's the prize?
It's a new car. It's been high stakes. Price is right. Thanks for playing.
So Nicole Kidman
Price is wrong, and then trapdoor underground.
So Nicole
maze.
Kidman is playing The Price is Right.
Yes.
She loses Plinko, and she ends up.
She loses the wheel, which you think you can't lose. You
Yeah.
just get lower numbers, but no.
She loses the wheel.
She hit the underground maze spot.
She gets sent through a trapdoor into an underground maze where she has to mine for iron.
No.
Ooh, looks like you're going to the underground maze. Thanks, Drew Carey.
Yeah, I was trying to think if that was him or Bob Barker.
But
They
if she
sound
does
the
get
same.
out, she gets the new car.
Yeah. But she's not mining for iron. She's just solving a maze in the dark underground.
But there's a bunch of iron in there.
It was an iron mine before they've repurposed for the Price is Right for Nicole to win a car.
Was it Bob Barker or Drew Carey that sent her down?
It was Drew Carey that congratulated her on being sent down. It was Bob Barker that dug the tunnels and had the honor of pulling the lever.
Killed him, in fact. Yeah.
They're doing a tandem Price is Right where Drew Carey's like, I didn't kill that prostitute. And he's like, spay and neuter your pets. That's how they sign off every show.
Spay and neuter your Nicoles.
Exactly right.
All right, I love it.
I think we've done.
And she wins.
And she wins.
All right, see you, boys.
Bye, Lucas. Ooh. And then there were 3. He thought it was funny.
He loves it. Do you remember when I hit that kid in elementary school? You weren't there.
I wasn't there.
Do we need to pause still?
No.
Was that we did a pause?
When do we pause? For queries and for facts.
I thought we did one after Nicole. We've been doing it lately.
Because we do a split.
Lucas, yeah.
But if he's gone, we're just going to continue.
That's right.
Paw cutter.
My fault. I'll do a pause of my own then.
Does that mean you're getting a drink or you're taking a poop?
I'm going to steal it last truly.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
If you don't mind.
No, I said that's fine.
Yeah. If you're cool with it. You're good, right? Think you're waking up early tomorrow?
Yeah. What are you doing?
I don't know.
Get out of here.
There's no garbage out there. Continue.
There's a garbage out there. It's right by the fridge.
Just do the damn podcast.
Podcast. All right, we're getting into a movie. I watched. When was the last time you watched this?
12, 13 years ago. It's been a while. So I was like, younger.
I probably hadn't seen it in a decade, but I had watched the first 30 minutes of it once, maybe a year ago when Callie was really little. But I didn't get fully into it, and I was more concentrated on her than anything. So watching it this first time, the movie starts extremely like terrifying.
Yeah,
It was like a title drop immediately. The Iron Giant, it like starts zooming into the title, and it's just like a bass booming of like, bah, and you're like, something scary is about to happen. I was like, this could have fit right in for Spooktober.
Yeah, kind of like Winnie the Pooh.
Blood and Honey?
Immediately terrifying.
Yeah. It's 1957, and a large alien robot, you don't know it's an alien robot, it looks like just kind of a meteor at first, crashes from orbit near the coast of Rockwell, Maine, into a hurricane with no memory. There's a very like it's very horror-esque as a man like in a boat is like radioing in his location when he's like, where are you? And he's like, oh, never mind, I think I see the lighthouse, because he sees a light, and then it just turns and it's two eyes and it just starts moving towards him. I was like, yeah, this is nightmarish.
Touche, giant robot.
Staring him down, crashes into his boat, and then you cut away. It's bright as day out. A young boy. Yeah, that's how time works, Carter.
What?
Night and then day.
I mean, that sounds about right.
You ever see the movie Night and Day, but night with a K-N-I-G-H-T?
No. No,
think
I've
it had-
not seen a movie.
I think it's Gerard Butler and Katherine Heigl in an action rom-com.
Interesting.
No, this is Cameron Diaz and Tom Cruise. The other one I was thinking of was The Ugly Truth.
Okay.
Have you seen that one?
Similar names, of course, but no, I haven't seen that either.
You okay?
Yeah, phlegmy. Dying.
So Hogarth, a young boy. Young boy.
Bad name.
Named Hogarth. Don't worry, one of the characters says that to him.
Good.
His name's Young Boy.
Was his dad apologizing to him?
His dad is dead.
His mom apologizing to him?
No.
Oh.
His mom's hot, though.
Was his dad Sylvia Plath?
It's almost like you didn't watch the movie.
Brandon, don't be crude. I can see past just a woman's physique.
Crude iron?
Mm-hmm. Anyway.
A young boy named Hogarth is not allowed to have any pets at home. Oh!
Weird rule for a kid with a dead dad. You'd think emotional support would be high on the list for him.
Yeah.
And a pet would kind of fill that slot, but...
Well, most of his pets that he brings are raccoons and skunks and squirrels.
Get him a dog, then. Fixes that problem immediately.
Man,
He's
I
trying
don't
to-
think you could just get a dog.
You can get one anywhere.
Not in Rockwell, Maine.
No,
Yes, well, man. They're running around.
we're talking about
Just-
Maine. Seth.
You could just go get one.
It's not Israel, where there are dogs running everywhere.
Maine's got to be more civilized than Montana.
It's definitely older.
Okay.
Okay.
Why don't you think about that at home, folks?
Yeah.
That was the
Sit on that for a second.
the silence moment for you all to think about that.
Hey, I got an email from Emergence Divestus the other day.
No, you fucking didn't.
I'll
I
show
will
you.
leave the room.
I'll show you.
Uh-oh.
He's committed to convincing me whatever this is real.
Israel?
Right. Now I'm more suspicious than
Look!
ever. Uh-huh. What else is going on in there?
Emergence Divestus. Numbers looking good, boys.
Uh-huh.
And then Chris replied, great to hear. Let's finish the quarter strong.
It's the email.
Huh?
It's the email.
I just showed
Let
you.
me see Chris's email.
I feel like I'm missing a whole backstory here. I'll just be.
I want to see what it is. That's just a name. Does not have an email address.
Well, Chris's isn't. Chris is just a guy. He's one of the board members.
He has an email address.
And here's the Emergence Divestus.
Okay, you guys don't even have a laptop and you have a business?
Well, Chris probably was just on his phone and responded to
We're
it.
moving on.
Everyone has an email, Brandon.
Yeah, I know.
He wouldn't show it to me.
I did. I just showed you it.
No, the email address he wouldn't show me.
I just showed you. It said emergencedivestis@gmail.com.
Nope, that's not what I was asking for. Moving on.
What were you asking for?
We're moving on.
You said show
Chris's
me
email.
Yeah.
Chris's email?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I'm moving on from this.
Anyway, he's trying to convince his mom to let him keep a squirrel that he trapped.
Young boy.
So the young boy.
The squirrel escapes. Chris Leopold at Logan.org.
Sounds fake.
It's Logan Health. He works for Kalispell Hospital.
That does make sense then.
The squirrel escapes, causes havoc in the diner that she's working at, and at this diner, there's a fisherman from the boat earlier that saw the monster in the water, saying he saw an invader from Mars crash and run into the woods. And while in here, Hogarth meets this guy named Dean. He's mysterious. He's got a chiseled jawline. He's in the diner who sticks up for the fisherman. He always says he likes to stick up for the weirdos in the town and plays along with Hogarth's pet request until, the squirrel does break loose, crawls up his pants. He opens up his pants in front of the diner and lets it out and ruins everything.
Classic.
Yeah. He opens up his pants. He's like, I'm sorry for what I'm about to show you guys. And then the squirrel comes out.
Right. Classic as
well. So Hogarth,
Hogarth.
he's up late eating Twinkies with extra whipped cream sprayed on top of it.
Bad kid.
Watching scary movies while his mom works late, when all of a sudden his TV signal goes off after a loud thump. Shortly after that, the Iron Giant is wandering off into the mainland, and Hogarth, who's 9 apparently, follows a trail of the forest destruction. And as he's walking through, there's definitely a sense of uncertainty in the air with all the massive destruction. Like something's ripping these trees apart.
The mainland. Because
Carter
it's
looked
in Maine.
asleep with his eyes open. Oh, that's good. He's been sitting on that for at least 10 seconds.
A year.
No, probably not.
2 years.
How long were you sitting on that?
I was up all night. I couldn't.
A day. 24 hours. Shit.
Because Maine, because that's what they're. Rockwell?
Norman style. Norman Rockwell. The painting.
Not familiar.
Maine.
Don't remember.
And he spots the Iron Giant and watches him walk right up to a power plant. And the giant just starts eating all the metal.
That's funny.
Just shoving it down. That's what he eats.
That's hilarious.
That's kind of what he does.
That makes sense.
And he's eating and eating and
we
eating.
eat flesh.
Yeah, we do.
Mm-hmm.
Until he gets shocked. He just grabs the fucking generator thing at the power plant, gets shocked, sends him back, and he ends up entangled within the electrical wires of the power lines and can't get out. Just screams. Ah! Can't get out. He's just dying. And
Literally.
narrowly escaping death from the falling metal and the robot and everything, Hogarth runs away, but he stops. He turns back around to save said screaming robot and turn off the energy grid.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
the
energy grid.
He didn't just come and pull the wires off of him.
Teach him how to untangle himself.
Yeah. You do a swoop-de-loop and pull.
Right. Yeah.
And your iron's looking good.
That's right.
Nailed it.
Thanks.
The perfect joke.
Callie's iron is low. We've been having to give her iron supplements. And
that'll help.
And she's getting so big. She's basically like an iron giant right now.
She's a huge iron giant because of the iron you've been feeding her.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
She had a good night tonight.
She had a great night.
She was just
killing it.
And so
iron.
Slog that into existence. It's a good one in the books.
So he turns off the energy grid. There was just a normal switch. There's a big switch to turn off the
power for the whole state of Maine.
city of Rockwell.
It's a lot of people.
And Hogarth's mom ends up finding him in the woods. He runs out to the street and he tells her what he saw. He's like, I saw this giant robot. We got to go back there. And she's like, we're going home. And he looks back in the backseat of the car to just the two eyes staring back at him. It's just a silhouette in the eyes.
Winking.
No, it's staring, but it does tilt its head like a dog at him.
And wink.
It doesn't wink. No.
I got you.
It doesn't wink. No.
I got you.
Yeah, we get what you're saying.
Yeah.
It doesn't. No.
Moving on.
That's for you guys at home to ponder about the wink. Or anyone watching the YouTube at an hour and 25 minutes.
Those poor bastards.
So Hogarth is definitely picked on in school. It's the next day.
Good.
The school is pushing the Cold War space race stuff hard. And I put in here, I was like, I never noticed how, like, afraid of the bomb this movie really was.
It's just a bomb, guys. Like, what?
Yeah.
So
Why be afraid? It's just a nuke. It's very like watching videos in class, like bomb training, all that kind of stuff that they have to do. And Hogarth isn't like the other kids, believing it's the Russian bomb, evil talk, all that. And he isn't into violence and bombing things that we are unsure about either. All of them are like, whatever the fuck it is, we need to bomb it. And he's like, no, maybe it could be nice. And they're like, no.
Solution isn't bomb for everything.
They definitely.
They're so bomb heavy. They're like, okay, guys, chill.
That's it. Fifth graders always be so bomb heavy, you know.
Yeah.
1999, they were playing too much Black Ops Zombies.
I think that's when the first Call of Duty came out.
1999.
Well, somewhere around there. Like PlayStation 1 or something.
The Finest Hour. What was Carter? We had the 4 box set for the PS2. What were they? I remember there was oh, never mind. No. It wasn't Call of Duty. It was the Medal of Honors.
It's not Call of Duty. Yes, it was Medal of Honor.
Those games rocked. Remember the one where we shot each other in the baseball field?
It's way too realistic. We're maybe too young. Something like that. It wasn't COD where you just respawn. You just like die a gruesome death and then.
Yeah, Medal of Honor, the Finest Hour. The first game opens up with you storming the beaches of Normandy.
Just get shell shock, and then you're like, oh, okay, this is war. We're in war, guys. Meanwhile, Black Ops, you're like, ooh, these zombies. Let me customize my gun.
Nazi zombies. Let me get the scar.
That gold scar.
Yeah. Back to the movie. Enough about Nazi zombies. A townsman.
What if Nazi zombies didn't want to be Nazis?
Or zombies.
Wanted to be zombies.
Oh, they just wanted to be regular zombies. You're right. Or what if Nazi zombies didn't want to be zombies? They just wanted to be Nazis.
I think that would make a good movie.
Shit, we should call Brad Bird. Lucas went
Kind
to
of a period piece, but I mean, it should work.
Lucas went to the same high school as him. Maybe he's got those connections.
Maybe he does. We can write a movie.
Sweet.
Hell yeah.
A townsman calls in the FBI, and Kent Mansley, the FBI agent, is sent to investigate these anomalies of the power plant and the crash landing. And while at the power plant site, he recovers part of Hogarth's BB gun that was broken off and left at the scene as a lead for him. Hogarth goes back into the woods with some scrap metal to try and capture a photo of the giant, and while waiting in just this kind of open clearing, he falls asleep and wakes to the giant standing right behind him. He tries to run away, but eventually he trips over something, hits his head, comes unconscious, wakes up, he's sitting on the ground, and he turns around to see the giant sitting on the ground, and as he like moves his legs, the Iron Giant just kind of imitates him. He realizes you aren't dangerous. You're just
stupid.
You're just
Why are you falling asleep like that? It's the one time to stay up. Deathly dead. Like you're gonna die.
Waiting for something that you think is going to kill you. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me just catch a quick couple minutes.
Gotta get some Z's in here.
Sitting inside a wolf's den trying to get a photo of it, and you're like, God, I'm sleepy. Fall asleep, wake up, wolves.
Kind of on him.
Yeah. If he would have died, yeah, it's not his fault. Or it is his
What?
fault, I mean. It is. It is.
Okay.
100%. Couldn't blame anybody else.
No, not the Iron Giant.
No, not of course. Of course
The
not.
wolves.
You can blame the wolves, yes. The wolves ate my child. But, yeah, he's just imitating him, sitting, moving his legs the same. And he shows him, he drops right in front of him, the electrical switch that Hogarth had turned off, and he's grateful for saving him. And Hogarth's like, hell yeah, I got my own robot? I'm going to be the coolest kid ever.
It is pretty sweet.
Yeah, of course. And not
Kinda
only
just
the
the cool.
robot.
It's like
A
he joined the
giant.
baseball team.
Oh, yeah.
Instantly the coolest kid, you know.
What would be
Got
cooler?
giant.
Bat and cleanup or having your own robot? It's close.
Grand Slam.
Yeah, you hit a dinger, send you to state. That might be cooler.
If you hit a dinger, you are still cooler than the kid with the robot. For sure. Go home, fuck the prom queen.
He's 9.
The world's your oyster. You know, you could
The world's your oyster. How about yours?
Oyster. Nice.
The world's your oyster. I'm allergic to shellfish.
Right. But yeah, no, he would still be cool as a robot boy.
I'm glad we decided that.
Yeah.
It'd be rough to be having a shellfish allergy living in Maine.
Be fine.
It's just because you don't like shellfish.
We got dirt and grass.
No, you're not eating those.
Burgers.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Why'd you lead with dirt and grass?
They have those things.
Yeah, I guess
Would-
it's true.
definitely in Maine.
Yeah, and they would supply a cow with what it needs to supply me with what I need, which is anything but shellfish. Is what I need.
Would you rather eat dirt and grass or shellfish?
I don't know. What kind of shellfish? Can I do it sushi style?
Sure.
Then I'll do shellfish. I'll eat anything if it's rolled up in rice and seaweed and some sick sauce.
It's dirt and grass rolled in
Right.
rice.
If you had a good sauce.
You look at us confidently, Brandon, and tell me there's not dirt and grass in Maine. Tell me right now.
Tell me that.
I can't.
Tell
I can't.
either one of us. You
I
can't
can't.
say that.
I can't.
Look in my face and tell me that. Well, then why'd you bash on Seth?
Would you rather eat dirt and grass rolled up in rice and seaweed?
He was turning to 132.32 on YouTube to see Brandon be a coward and a liar, and how sick I look in just a mustache.
Whoa, so sick.
Would you rather eat dirt and grass rolled up in rice and seaweed or shellfish rolled up in rice and seaweed?
Just shellfish.
Okay.
That's food.
There we go.
That's real food.
Okay. We've decided it then.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry for saying that dirt and grass is not in Maine.
If I had
That
to
was
eat
wrong
one
of me.
raw, I would eat grass raw before shellfish.
What about dirt?
Can't cook.
Smoothie.
Dirt smoothie.
Yes.
Dirt pudding.
Dirt pudding.
I love dirt pudding.
Just replace the Oreo crumbs with something good. Dirt.
Grass.
And grass.
Shellfish.
No. I would go with dirt instead of shellfish. Or...
What if you rolled a dirt pudding up in rice and seaweed?
Sounds pretty good to me.
That does sound pretty good.
Yeah.
With a spicy sauce on it?
Yeah. Like a maple glaze.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Because if you hit a dinger in Maine, everyone in Maine's gonna know. Like that kid just won the
That
game.
kid, that kid rocks.
There's like 30 people over there. Like he's the only one that can do that. Nobody else here can hit dingers.
And it's the Rizzler.
And it's the Rizzler.
There's 30 people in Maine, and 20 of them are on the baseball team.
We're turning this into a riddle.
But only one can hit dingers. That's for you guys, listeners, to think about there.
And for me to find out.
Back to the movie. Hogarth's so excited about having his own robot, he tries teaching it words and to figure out where he came
A
from.
big mistake.
But as he's starting to try and go home, the giant follows him back to his house where he lives with his widowed mother, Annie. What?
I don't know. Just a funny way to bring her up.
Oh,
Yeah, she has a name, Brandon.
You
I
should
did. I
lead
said
with
Annie.
Don't just identify her as her dead husband's. We don't even know the husband.
Could you imagine the teacher talking about him like that? Have you met his widowed mother? Oh, her name's Annie, by the way. I forgot to tell you that little detail. But her husband is dead before you meet her. I mean, it's probably something you should know before meeting somebody.
The English language usually uses adjectives before the noun, though.
I'm saying
You
not.
don't have to know that someone's a widow before you meet him.
Met his mother. Have you met his widowed mother?
His mother, Annie, who is a widow.
Still, just no. Leave the
Just-
widow part out of it. Is all we're saying. You're trying to
We
sneak
get,
it in there.
You know,
But what if you're trying to get
This is
someone?
my boyfriend Mike. He has a widowed mother. That's all I know about him.
name's Anne. Very nice.
Her name's Anne. That's right.
What about Annie?
I don't care about that name. I care about the widowed part.
Okay.
Catches
Women
the
are
eye.
more than their dead husbands.
You're
Not
right.
this woman.
No,
You're right.
She's just there.
This movie doesn't pass the Bechdel test, I'll tell you that.
No, unless the giant robot is a woman. And,
Sure, it's Vin Diesel.
and Hogarth is a woman.
He's not, he's a young boy.
And the widowed mother is a woman.
She is.
Good.
As most widowed mothers are.
There's no other girl characters. No, there's
Yeah.
a teacher.
There's the teacher, but they never converse.
Iron Giant could be a woman. We don't know that.
It's Vin Diesel.
Okay, and Nancy Cartwright is Bart Simpson. What's your point?
True.
Half of it is just him groaning. You can't tell. It could be a woman in the first half.
Absolutely could be a woman. Things that scale up, scale down in octaves.
Right.
Hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shit.
The widowed robot.
Yep.
Widowed Iron. Back to the movie. Upon their return, the giant is attempting to eat the rails off the ties of a nearby railroad track, and alarmed by the sound of an oncoming train, Hogarth is telling the giant to repair the tracks, like spit it out and put it back together. Spit on that thing and put it back together.
Gross.
But you can't eat it. It's not iron. He's just eating rubber. What's that gonna do? He's just like iron. Isn't he big on
tracks
iron?
and rubber.
Yeah, but you said he was eating a tire.
No,
Yes, you did.
I think you
I
said.
I said eating the rails off the ties of the railroad track.
Oh. Well, ties aren't. They're like cotton. Polyester blends mostly.
No, not that kind of tie.
Right.
He
Stupid
might
hack
like it.
joke.
He could. We don't know.
Right. Does he spit it out and save the day?
He spits it out. He saves the day, but he doesn't save the day because the train hits him.
What an idiot.
The train derails.
Nice.
He's got a big lump in his head and everything.
Oh, good. He still has cartoony things happening.
Yeah. No, it doesn't go out. It goes in.
Oh, he's got a dent.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't. It doesn't
I
do
thought
the
he had a
Tom and Jerry
bump.
thing. Yeah.
Harvey dent.
He's got a Harvey dent.
It does. Yeah. It doesn't go straight out and then birds
Half
fly
widow,
around
half
it.
mother.
A widowed dent.
Yeah.
And
You want to know how I lost my husband?
my husband was a fiend.
My son found a giant robot and killed him.
And he
with
took
it.
a knife. It's mostly still the why so serious speech. But
Yeah, but I'm just trying to plug in facts I don't know about the
Yeah.
movie.
So he got a dent, but what happened next?
He
Yeah,
gets a
what
dent.
the hell?
And Hogarth ends up hiding the Iron Giant in his barn because it's just down the hill, where he discovers that the Iron Giant is self-repairing. It puts a little antenna out of its head, it sends a signal, and all of its body parts come crawling back to him so he can self-repair.
Right.
Exactly.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. And
Pretty convenient.
don't do that.
I got him.
An FBI agent, Kent
Been a
Mansley,
history
is
of that. Do you do that often?
sometimes.
Set that up.
Once a month, maybe.
Yeah, once a month. An FBI agent, Kent Mansley, has heard the stories from the fisherman
It's hard to set up without somebody noticing it, though.
and editing it.
Right.
And he's heard the stories of the fisherman, and he hears about the train accident with a giant creature, and so he's on the search. He's at the railroad train accident site when he needs to find a telephone near the accident, and he's pointed in the direction of Hogarth's home. And they're all trying to have dinner, and Kent Mansley shows up to their door, kind of intruding in their place, all while the giant's hand is trying to find its way back to the barn with the rest, but it's just roaming around his house, eating soup, watching television,
Thought it ate iron.
flushing toilets.
Why is it eating soup?
I don't know. Soup's good.
Soup's good.
Chili.
I love chili. And so it's all roaming around. Hogarth's trying to hide it from them both. And later that night, after they're all gone, Hogarth returns to the barn with a stack of comic books to read to the giant. And the giant... Thanks, Carter.
What did I miss?
He did hearts.
Oh, okay.
The giant is very impressed with the Superman comics, but distressed when he discovers a comic book about an evil robot, a Tomo. And Hogarth tells the giant that you can choose who you want to be. You choose who you be. Don't fall into the stereotypes of everything.
Giant robot stereotypes.
Yes. They're always widowed.
Empirically.
And Hogarth and the giant, they're searching for metal that night for the giant to eat because his tummy's gurgly. And they see a crashed car. He's about to eat it, but it gets towed away by Dean from the diner. Dean owns a scrap metal yard.
Convenient.
Good old junkyard. And so they go, and while the giant's eating, Hogarth goes inside and distracts Dean inside his home, and he learns that Dean is an artist that finds beauty in the things that other people don't. And he takes what is deemed as trash and turns it into his own little art features.
It's beautiful.
It is. A little character representation of the Iron Giant all in one. And they're all talking when they hear a crash outside. Dean finally sees the giant, but Hogarth convinces not to hurt him. He tells him he's his friend and he's kind, and he's basically like a little kid. He's been teaching him words and how to be a civilized citizen
Potty
of Rockwell. Potty training, teaching him how to hit dingers. I'm telling you, the Iron Giant could hit a dinger.
Pretty forcefully.
I thought I just saw Lou, but I didn't.
Nope, that's a horse.
No, it was the beak of this. It was just like a little yellow blurb.
Yeah, reflecting something.
Where am I? Flushed toilet. Hogarth convinces Dean for the night to let the giant stay there because, you know, there's a FBI agent at my home. He's looking around for us. Can I just let him be here? He's happy. He's like cuddling a car, like sleeping like it's his pillow. I was like, that's great.
Yeah, he's happy.
And so he agrees, but finding the BB gun that Hogarth left near that substation that night, he found the giant. Mansley ends up taking up a room for rent at Hogarth's home. There was a very just like they don't have the husband anymore, right? The dad, because she's widowed.
She's widowed.
And so they have room for rent on there because they can barely make ends meet. And so he's like, "Fuck, I'll just stay there." He wanted to bang the mom for sure.
I mean,
Whoa, what is he eating?
Pussy.
He didn't say no.
He did not say no.
Oh, it's the pizza. He preheated the oven.
Pussy.
No, pizza's also not called putzy. Is mine gone?
I don't know.
Mine's gone. No, I'm good. I just wanted to know. Putsy. It's like it's pussy, but it's pizza. Do you get it?
A pizza pussy?
Yeah.
Pitsy.
Why are you doing West Side?
West Side.
Anyway.
Wouldn't it be Pete? What?
Pizza? Pizza?
Would be Pitsy.
Eating two pussies at once? 3?
That's correct.
Or 10, because we're really hungry.
That's good. That's good. Make
Do
it.
it, Seth.
Make it work. Make 10 pussies with your fingers, Seth.
Done. I'll see you guys later.
We'll be busy.
I'm gonna be very busy. It's one of those
Quit looking at your fingers.
engineering riddles. Like, how many triangles do you see? They didn't count the main triangle.
How many pussies do you see? Infinite.
I see all of them.
Back to the movie. Kent ends up following Hogarth around like all day long. He is a very paranoid FBI agent about an alien invasion, maybe the Russians creating something and sending it. And so he alerts the U.S. Army to the possible presence of the giant. Hogarth's trying to visit the giant, but Kent's not leaving him alone. So while at a diner, slips him some Choco-Lax, some X-Lax, into his milkshake. So when Kent has to leave to violently poop, Hogarth escapes to the junkyard.
Very nice.
Yeah. He's crushing up the chocolate bar onto the whipped cream. He's like, I call it a landslide. And he's like, nice. Should have called it a mudslide. Oh,
Yeah.
Congrats.
There's no way chocolate laxatives is a thing, right?
X-Lax is a chocolate-looking laxative.
Yeah, they
But they
designed
don't
them
make it taste
specifically
like chocolate, do you?
No, not necessarily. It's a little chocolatey.
That's the same thing you do with other medicines. You make them taste better, so they're not like you need something to associate the brand with. Like, oh, I'll take Advil. They have the nice little candy.
Yeah, the sugar coating on the
there.
outside. Tylenol's like, we're white.
Yeah. Fuck you. You're in danger. Who else you got, baby?
Tylenol.
Get used to it.
Get used to it.
Yeah. It is semi-chocolatey, and he just crumbled it up on top. X-Lax. So he violently poops. Hogarth escapes, and Hogarth and Dean, instead of being like, guys, there's a guy like following us, we need to get out of here. They're like, lake day. They go to the lake. They go swimming.
Beach episode.
So they're swimming. They're doing cannonballs and stuff. When the giant comes to do a cannonball, which drains the whole lake.
Of course.
Fish are going flying.
They're pissed.
I can imagine they're probably dead.
We just put down a payment on a house.
The fish are probably widowed now.
They're probably all widowed to each other.
Shit. And
A lot of rooms for rent.
A lot of rooms for rent.
Except there isn't, because the lake is empty now.
Now the bugs can move in.
True.
Fish.
The rooms are still there. It's just not for fish.
Yeah, exactly
Yeah.
right.
Fish-sized bugs. And so while all that's going on, Kent is back in the woods and he finds Hogarth's camera hanging from a tree branch. What?
He's laughing at something.
There's so many sidetracks. I mean, we can't get to the script we're talking about.
Trying to get to the bones of this whole thing.
Yeah. He sees a camera hanging from a branch. He takes it, and inside he now has processed a photo of Hogarth with the giant.
Oh
So,
no.
He's got evidence.
Yeah, he's pointed him at the scene of the crime.
Yeah.
Where were you the night of hanging out with this giant robot?
Israel.
That checks out, actually.
Yeah.
A lot of destruction over there.
Yeah. And back in the woods, the giant experiences for the first time death. Seeing a deer come up to him, then run away, and then he hears it get shot by some hunters.
Oh man, I saw a deer when I was on acid one time. It ruined my fucking whole day. It was you were driving me around actually.
Was that when we were playing Pokemon Go?
No. We went to Qdoba that day. And then we were driving around, and Connor was like, "Let's go check out some like rich neighborhoods. Just go for a little drive before we get home."
Oh yeah, and we went
to,
through
like,
the rattlesnake.
Yeah. And there was this deer that was limping around, and I was like, "Can we go help him?
Yeah,
Can we
that's
go
right.
get him?" And Connor's like, "You have to calm down. Brandon's gonna know you're high as shit." And I was like, "Okay." I'm like crying in the back seat, just like.
And we were listening to.
It was like a baby deer that.
We were listening
walk.
to. I'm pulling my way.
We were listening to that, and it was the first time I ever heard "All Time Low."
Really?
Yeah, and that song has never sounded as good as the Acid Time.
Huh.
Saw a baby deer on acid that couldn't walk and it ruined your afternoon.
It ruined the whole trip, basically.
that day and the next.
The acid trip.
Yeah.
I was like, what
that
trip
full
you were
8
living?
No. Because we got back to the house eventually, and there was like this little pug.
Yeah.
They were just chilling, and they were all downstairs doing whatever they were doing downstairs, and the pug kept biting me and making me bleed, and I was like, oh.
Maybe I should move my leg.
No. I just kept letting him do it. And I was like, I guess we all just live and die as we experience what we do. Whatever. I was just watching Family Guy, having a great time after that.
You were experiencing your own Iron Giant life.
I was having an Iron Giant moment. That's what they call it.
Oh, that's hilarious. But terrible.
Breakfast at Epiphany's, my friend.
So the giant sees the deer die, and he's so heartbroken about it all. Right? And when the giant sees the guns, his eyes narrow, they turn red. He seems evil in this scenario, but he's quickly snapped out of it by Hogarth and kind of taught a lesson about life and death and how everything ends up dying eventually. And as long as you lived a good life, your soul will live on and all that kind of stuff. So Hogarth gets home. And Kent does a full-on interrogation. The whole house is dark. He's like, your mom's working late tonight. Turns a lamp to his face and everything. Sits him down in a chair. Yeah, it's kind of...
Your widowed mother is at work.
Sit in this chair with me. Turns a lamp on him. All that. And Hogarth points Kent in the direction of the scrapyard to save him and his mom, because he's like, you wouldn't want something bad to happen to you and your mom hiding secrets, would you?
No.
So he's like, I will give up the robot to save me and my mom. And then he gets chloroformed by Kent.
What?
Yeah, Kent chloroforms him. And Kent calls the lieutenant to send the army to Rockwell in the morning to put a stop to this whole giant thing. And Hogarth wakes up in the night, and he tries to sneak out to warn Dean that the army's come to his junkyard. But Kent he just kind of hammered some nails into the frame of the windowsill so that it couldn't open. And then he stands guard across the room, just watching Hogarth try to fall asleep so that he doesn't sneak out of the room or anything. But they play this cat and mouse staring game all night long. It's like, who's going to give up first?
Probably the guy.
Kent?
Yeah.
Or Hogarth? Hogarth ends up falling asleep. You're wrong.
Classic Hogarth.
He did it again.
Or
did he?
He didn't. He tricked him. He pretended to sleep so that Kent would fall asleep, and then he sneaks out to warn Dean. The next morning, the guy wakes up and he thinks he sees Hogarth still in the bed, and Hogarth just walks by the game. He's like, "What's up, Kent?" And he's like, "What?"
You're supposed to be sleeping.
Exactly.
You need your rest.
And so all the army, Kent, the Lieutenant Rogard, they're all going down to the scrapyard to visit the robot and to put an end to it. But when they get there, Dean and Hogarth have this master plan. They pass the Iron Giant off as one of his scrap metal art pieces. And when they finally see that...
It's pretty smart, actually.
Yeah. When he finally sees that, Mansley's done for. The lieutenant's like, you fucking sent all of our budget down here just for an art piece and all that. So everybody leaves, and they're like, we're in the clear. We don't have to worry about it anymore. He is free to go. We don't have to worry about it.
That's good. Good movie.
Yeah, don't even worry about it.
Once they're gone, Hogarth gets to play with the Iron Giant. He's playing around with a toy gun, pretending to be a Tomo and Superman.
Yeah.
He pretends to fire the toy gun.
Iron Giant fucks him up.
Turns on to no, he doesn't backhand him. His eyes glow red. He turns into that defense action mechanism mode and just starts shooting energy laser beams out of his eyes that are burning holes through stuff.
Nice.
Dean sees all of this and saves Hogarth once and angrily yells and commands the giant to leave. But Hogarth, believing the giant never actually meant to harm him, runs after him. Dean's like, what the hell just happened? Until he sees the toy gun. He's like, oh, he was reacting defensively against the gun. So he takes off on his motorcycle to catch up with Hogarth. And they're going to chase down the Iron Giant before he can reach the town of Rockwell and expose himself.
Yeah, with his big flopping penis.
No penis in it.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, In Rockwell,
It is a woman.
the giant ends up. You're right. Shit. Still doesn't break the Bechdel test,
Right.
but
Right. Fair.
in the town, the giant ends up saving two boys who had seen the giant with their binoculars from like a third-story window or like a balcony, and then fell off the balcony. Saves them, and the whole town's like, "Oh my god, he's nice. He's a good boy." He's on the side of the bewildered citizens, witnessing him, and he tells Hogarth, "He's like, I will not be a gun." And I was like, "Oh hell yeah,
He's a good boy.
he's a good boy, a good girl." Sorry, yeah, jeez,
Good catch.
He's a good girl.
he's a good girl.
He's a good girl.
She's a good girl. Shit,
He doesn't know.
she doesn't know.
You.
Me, us, we. So everybody's kind of happy. Unfortunately, this giant is seen by the military that's heading out of town because he's taller than the whole town. And so they turn around, they start attacking. They just start shooting him with tanks. And the giant flees. He grabs Hogarth in his hand, is like running out of the city. And Dean's like telling Kent, he's like, "Stop this, stop the attack." He's got a kid in his hands, but Kent's reputation is on the line. So he sends a full-on attack. He's like, "I'm not going to be seen as the idiot here." So while being chased, the giant falls over a cliff, but he turns on his rocket boosters and he can fly. And while he's flying, he gets to pretend to be Superman.
This is E.T., King Kong.
He's a robot. He can fly.
Well, I'm just saying, like, flying with the little boy in the movie, stealing
Shit!
it away.
She can fly. Carter, thank you for keeping me honest here.
Quit assuming that it's just a guy. I mean, I know it's Vin Diesel, but
Quintessential Brandon, man.
Quinn? That's a unisex name.
Yeah. That's going to be my drag name.
Quinn?
Quintessential.
Oh, I like it.
Pretty
Quinn
excited.
the Iron Giant.
Quinn to Tigner.
Pretty good too, actually. No.
Not Quinn to Tigner.
No.
And so she's flying around on her rocket boosters, pretending to be Superwoman. Huh?
Yeah.
Women can be Superman too.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Pretending to be a superhuman.
The robot.
Right.
Super being.
Bean?
No, not being. Being. No, not flicking the bean. Bees. Pretending to be Superman. Flying around. He escapes until she escapes until she's shot down by a missile just fired from an F-86 jet.
Damn.
There were 3 of them coming. And so
the jet.
after crash landing,
F-86.
Yeah. After crash landing, the giant thinks that an unconscious Hogarth is dead. So enraged, it activates like
ultra kill mode.
It is. Both arms turn into like one's like a zap cannon, one's just a fucking rocket launcher. It puts a dome over his head. Its chest turns into. It fired its chest thing only once, and it was a nuke. And then it's got a dome over its head with 3 different zappers above it, and like it would.
Who made this fucking guy?
It reminded me of the War of the Worlds tripod thing, where it just vaporizes you if it hits you. It was so strong.
Yeah, you're just dead. I mean,
It activates this massive arsenal of energy weapons, attacks the army, who are no match for this advanced firepower. And with no firepower effective at all from the army, Kent tells the general, he's like, "Lure it out to the sea. We can destroy it with the nuclear ballistic missile. The USS Nautilus isn't far from here." And they're like, "If we do that, like, it's going to be close to like the land." And he's like, "It's fine. There's a shelter and everything." And so the town's starting to be evacuated, but Hogarth wakes up and he's like, "Oh, I got to stop the giant."
Yeah.
So he's
going crazy.
He runs up to the giant's foot. He's like, Stop, you're not a gun." Just turns around, points his gun straight at Hogarth, and he finally looks and sees that it's him before shooting. Not a gun. He deactivates his powers and everything. And he shows him his real self to Lieutenant Rogard and his men. And Rogard, after listening to Dean explain that the giant is only acting defensively and realizing that Kent Mansley had lied to him about killing the child because Hogarth's just right there alive, he's about to tell the Nautilus to stand down. But Mansley steals the walkie-talkie from his hand and orders to launch the missile.
Kent Mansley?
Kent Mansley.
What a jackass.
So the nuke's just flying into the air, ready to come down onto the town. And Lieutenant Rogard's like, he's like, you just fired a nuke at the
At
giant.
us.
He's like, you fired it at the giant. He's like, yeah. He's like, where is the giant right now? And he just looks, he's like, oh. And he's like, they're like, could we go to the bunker? They're like, it's landing on us. The bunker's not gonna save us.
Yeah.
We're all gonna die. And he's just lambasting him about that information and realizing, oh, Mansley also tries to escape. He's like, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. Jumps into a Jeep. The giant just slams his hand down, breaks the Jeep, and he's like, you're staying here. And then he gets arrested. But when Hogarth tells the giant about the city of Rockwell's fate, the giant realizes that he's got to fly off to intercept the missile on his own. And I just start bawling. Any like goodbye scene, I'm just bawling my eyes out.
He's so happy.
No. And he flies into space to intercept the missile. And like as he's about to hit the missile, he smiles. She smiles. The giant smiles.
There you go.
Thank you. And then just goes Superman, and then collides with the missile and explodes into the atmosphere. I've got goosebumps right now. And when he says Superman, when the giant says Superman, I lost it. I am bawling even more.
Does he love Superman?
She?
I don't care.
Yes, we've mentioned Superman several times.
I thought you just mentioned comics though in the beginning.
Yeah, but they've entailed themselves, or they've envisioned themselves being Superman and not the villain Atomo this whole time.
Yeah, okay. I remember Atomo. I didn't remember Superman.
Yeah.
Okay.
And after all that, the people of the town recognize the giant as a hero, but everyone, especially Hogarth, is obviously deeply saddened by the giant sacrifice. And then it cuts to some time later. I don't know how much later. But Annie and Dean are in a relationship together. They smashing.
Hell yeah. Dean and the widowed mother.
Exactly. And Dean builds a statue honoring the giant. It's like his one successful piece of art. It's in the middle of the town park. And Hogarth ends up receiving a package from General Rogard, which is a box containing the only piece of the giant they could find, which is a small jaw bolt. No.
Okay.
It's been a boy the whole time. A small penis.
Tiny penis.
No, it's a tiny bolt that went into his jaw.
Nice.
And
then
that night, Hogarth is sleeping and he awakens to find a familiar sound.
The bolt's moving.
The bolt's moving and it's beeping and it's trying to get out the window. And he sees it and he realizes that the giant is still alive somewhere trying to repair itself. So he opens up the window to let the bolt out. And it cuts to the Langjökull Glacier in Iceland. I hope I said that right.
You did.
Oh, perfect. In Iceland, and various parts of the robot are approaching the snowdrift, where the head rests, eyes glowing, as the Iron Giant wakes up and smiles. And then I'm crying like a baby again, 3 times in 5 minutes, and that's the end
Out of
the
happiness.
Iron Giant. Huh?
Out of happiness.
Yes, that time I am. All right, we can't waste any time. We need to be prompt. And
Let's go.
You don't need to clap.
It's the squirt hour.
It's not the squirt. We're all gonna squirt on camera.
Squirt endeavors in the last 15 minutes here.
Squirt. Quirt.
Yeah.
Do you take any quotes?
No.
Carter, did you take any quotes?
It was a hard movie to quote. I think I took 1.
This is a hard movie to quote. I think I have 13.
Oh, he has 13.
Carter, what's your one quote? I don't want to steal it from you.
Iron Giant quotes. On the TV, they called it the atomic holocaust. And that's all I have.
Good quote. Okay.
Yep.
Very nice. That's a scary
Atomic
term.
Holocaust. Yeah.
Okay.
New team name. New basketball team.
Yeah, that's good. That's a scary team.
Yeah.
First quote. There are a lot of like pretty deep ones. It's not anything that's like mostly funny or anything, but Hogarth goes, "It's bad to kill. Guns kill. And you don't have to be a gun. You are what you choose to be. You choose. Choose. I don't want to be a gun. I am not a crook," is what he says. I kind of already said this one as we were going, but as the Giant's flying towards the missile, Hogarth, in the Giant's mind, he hears him back and he goes, "You are who you choose to be." And the Giant then just goes, "Superman." Beautiful.
He loves Superman.
He loves him. Hogarth, when they're talking about the deer, I'm sorry about the deer, man.
That's all good. I think it's dead already, so.
It has been 8 years. He says, "I know you feel bad about the deer, but it's not your fault. Things die. That's a part of life. It's bad to kill, but it's not bad to die." And the Giant just goes, "You die?" And he's like, "Well, yes, someday." And he goes, "I die?" He's like, I don't know. You're made of metal, but you have feelings and you think about things, and that means you have a soul. And souls don't die." I was like, okay.
Kind of a roundabout answer, but
Yeah,
good answer.
But also funny in there too.
I have no idea if you die, actually. Maybe I shouldn't be teaching you.
There's a point when the hand is like crawling around in the house, like trying to eat the soup and stuff. And the mom's like, "Would you say grace, please?" And Hogarth sees the hand. He goes, "Oh my God! Oh my God! We thank you for the food that has been put in front of us, and stop the devil from doing the bad things, and get out of here, Satan!
Yeah.
Go, so that we may live in peace. Amen."
It's a good cover up.
Yeah. Just screaming Satan and devil and
yeah.
There's a moment, I don't even remember what this is, but Hogarth's in the junkyard with Dean and the Iron Giant in there, and he just goes, "Welcome to downtown Coolsville. Population us."
So cool.
Very cool.
That's super cool.
I like that.
When Hogarth drinks a cup of espresso and he's just talking so fast on caffeine, just unplugged my headphone, just yanked it from me.
He's crazy.
I'm cringe right now.
Go crazy.
Hyped up on caffeine, he goes, "So she moved me up the grade because I wasn't fitting in, so now I'm even not more fitting in. I was getting good grades, like all A's. So my mom says, you need stimulation." I go, "No." And I go, "No, I'm stimulated enough right now." And Dean just goes, "Yeah, you sure are."
That was the baby?
No.
Oh.
There's no baby.
Hogarth.
He's not a baby. He's 9.
He's small.
I mean, yeah, but small doesn't make you a baby.
He's young.
Hasbulla's small.
He's a young boy.
We already said Hasbulla's a man.
That's true. Legally.
That's a man.
Yeah.
It's
a whole fucking guy.
When they are when they're playing off the robot as an art project that Dean made, all the army comes up and he's just selling it to them. He's like, "You guys came here just in time. This rich cat, some industrialist, wanted him for the lobby of his company, whipped out his checkbook right on the spot. I said, you get him for the rest of your life, but what? I have to give him up the minute I give birth? Give me time to cut the umbilical, man." I like it.
He's a cool cat.
He's so cool. Dean's so fucking cool. This is when they make fun of Hogarth's name. When Kent, after meeting with the family the first time, and he's like driving away, he goes, "Hogarth? What an embarrassing name. Might as well call him Zeppo or something like that."
Good name.
And then he starts thinking about Hogarth, and the butt of the gun that was like partly broken off said "Hog Hug" on it for Hogarth Hughes. He goes, "Hog Hug, Hog Hug, Hogarth Hughes," but Hog Hug and Zeppo and
bad names all around.
There was one point just like in the background, Annie's working at the diner, and to one of the other waitresses, she goes, So he wants us to hold the mustard and the mayo. How about just hold all the flavor all together? Just roasting a dude at the diner. A
Where you fucking
dry
order
ass
it?
sandwich.
I do that every day.
No mayo or mustard?
No, I'm just saying that when people do shit like that, they order things like that.
No
like, why am I
onions?
cooking for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seth?
Hmm.
No onions?
Onion powder's fine.
No, there has to be real onions in there.
They're just not. Onions aren't food.
Yes, they are.
Nah, it's like, would you eat whole garlic?
Sure, if I had to.
It's weird to do. It's
I would eat it before grass and dirt.
It's a spice.
I would eat it before grass and dirt.
Well, guess where it comes from?
Soil.
Dirt.
Soil.
Same thing.
Hmm.
Don't eat onions, kids. Spay and neuter your gardens.
What?
Get them the fuck out of there.
Dean, when he's trying to tell him not to shoot, don't shoot. There's a kid in his hand. Kent, he only acts defensively. If you don't shoot, he's harmless. You gotta tell the general. And Kent's like, all right, I'll take care of it. And he leaves and he goes over to the general. He's like, that guy said the monsters killed a kid. We gotta stop it at all costs.
That guy's a genius.
He's a terrible man.
He's beautiful.
Has
beautiful.
When they're in the diner and the fisherman's telling them at the beginning when he's like, oh, I saw the monster. He's like, it was a giant. It was an invader from Mars. And one of the guys in the diner goes, that invader must have been named whiskey or beer.
Stupid.
Because he's an alcoholic.
Yeah, but being drunk doesn't make you see giant robots. That's acid.
No. That's right. And you would know.
Call the cops. I dare you.
It makes you see Nazi zombies.
That's right.
Penultimate. This was from the video that they were watching in class about the atomic holocaust. It was a song. It was hands over your head, get low to the ground. Hands over your head, the bomb is coming down. Duck and cover. And it was like, oh, gruesome.
And would not save you.
No. Just get under your desk, basically.
Yeah.
Just a false sense of reality, yeah. False sense of hope.
And the first time, my last one's when Hogarth finally befriends the giant. He's standing there and he's just walking around. He's like, what do I do? We can't call Ripley's Believe It or Not because, well, they wouldn't believe it. It's like, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like it.
But it's or not. So they don't have to believe it.
That's true.
In the book.
Yeah. Smart.
Smart. Toupee.
So that's going to end our quotes today. It's ratings time. Carter's up 3-2. Lucas is at 2.
We're rating men.
Hallelujah. First up is Thermometer. Seth, what do you think critics are giving this as a percentage?
Critics?
Yes.
86.
Okay. Carter.
83.
The winner today is Seth.
What was it?
96.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
Wait, it was 9-6. Or it was 2-2. 96. So you're up 3-2 right now.
Okay.
What about audiences though?
Roger
Carter?
that. 92.
Fuck, I was gonna say 92.
Do it.
92.
You can't.
No. 8.
Are you really gonna guess 8?
One in the books for Carter.
We'll see about that.
The winner today is Carter.
Hey.
It's a 9. D%.
You were so close.
I was gonna say 93 either way.
Okay, so you would have lost.
I would have lost. This way feels better.
No!
No.
Now to IMDb. What do you think this movie comes in Metascore, the Metacritic?
I think I know this one.
Carter?
I think I saw it when you were doing the top list.
No, that's audience score.
That one's audience?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
This is out of 100.
Right. Good point.
89.
87.
The winner today is Seth. It's an 85. You're up 4-3-2 right now.
Cool.
And audience score. Carter out of 10.
89. 8.
89.8.
Is it like a point system?
Yes.
Yeah.
8.9.
Seth?
I think I saw 8.1 on there.
It's an 8.1.
Yeah, I
Steffi
cheated.
cheated.
I cheated.
So Carter gets it. So it's a tie, which means Lucas loses.
Oh no! What have we done?
He's gonna kill someone.
He's gonna kill
He's
me.
not a gun.
He's not a gun. He's vengeance. It's
It's not a gun.
So
I don't know how many times we have to tell you this.
Namaste. You're not a gun.
critics gave it a 96 and an 85 for a 90.5%. Audiences a 90 and an 81 for an 85.5%. Seth, what are you giving the movie?
I'm gonna give it 6.
7.3?
No.
6.
6 feels good.
Why?
I don't remember much of this movie. That's just a vibe I'm getting from
Okay.
it. So 6 it is.
Carter?
I have a feeling you just didn't watch it.
That's very rude of you to say.
But
What's your
Screwed.
rating?
you actually watch it? Okay,
You're being
no comment.
rude to me.
Why you gotta be like
I
8
declined
point-
to answer.
on 10 or just 100?
Yeah, out of 10. This is the John Lasagna scale.
100. You can do 100.
8.8.
Nice. Reasoning?
Just a good movie. Has a deeper backstory than I remember growing up.
So
Yeah.
deep.
Sad.
So-
It's
I wish I would have.
Hey, what about you, Brandon?
I wish I would have asked Lucas before he left or had him me text it because he does love this movie. He would have been somewhere in the 8s probably. I'm retracting my hereditary score from a 9.0 to an 8.8 currently.
Damn.
There's a small drop off. I think it's a little too high.
If you say so.
And I think this is an 8.7. The animation in this film is super cool. It gives you that hand-drawn vibe. It's definitely not what you're used to out of like the normal Disney and Pixar films or even the DreamWorks stuff at the time. So it's a nice change of pace. The message behind it that you choose who you want to be is gorgeous. Cried several times. I thought the voice acting and all of it was really great in it too. So, and it's an hour 26. It's a breeze. So we recommend our good ratings all around. This lands as the 10th best film we've ever done. The ones just better than it include, I didn't put Hereditary on here. Ones that are just better than this include The Exorcist, Ratatouille, A Brighter Summer Day, and 2001: A Space Odyssey. Just worse than it are Groundhog Day, Annie Hall, Love on a Leash, A Christmas Story, and Little Miss Sunshine.
I love that movie.
Which one? Love on a Leash?
They're all pretty good.
You just named 10.
I know.
I love that movie.
I do love that movie.
So let's finish with some reviews.
Nah.
Kenneth Turan at the LA Times says straight arrow and subversive and made with simplicity as well as sophistication. Feels like a classic even though it's just out of the box.
10 out of 10.
He didn't give a rating.
Fuck.
Devin hated some dude that gave a rating a grade, like an A-.
Oh, yeah.
He was like, but who the fuck is this guy? I was like, you agree with, because Lucas had to leave, so it was us for the last half hour.
Yeah.
He was like, you would have fit right in with these two.
It's ridiculous.
Just do a 5 or a 10-star scale.
We figured it out.
Yeah.
Stop reinventing the wheel and trying to grade us on it.
Big Roger Ebert at the Chicago Sun-Times
What did
said,
Reggie say?
like the new Japanese animated films by director Hayao Miyazaki, The Iron Giant is happy to be a real movie and everything but live action. There are no cute little animals and not a single music number. It's a story, plain and simple. It works as a lot of animation does to make you forget from time to time that these are moving drawings because the story and characters are so compelling. It's not just a cute romp, but an involving story that has something to say. 3.5 out of 4 stars.
Yeah. Big Rog gets it. Reggie, my boy, gets it.
Reginald, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And last is Joe Morgenstern at the Wall Street Journal. They say, it's beautiful, oh, so beautiful, as a work of coherent art. Be assured that the film is, before anything else, deliciously funny and deeply affecting.
10 out of 10.
Didn't give it a rating. Are you hurt that they didn't give it a rating?
It's fine.
I think he's hurt. You can cry if you want.
Okay.
I cried 3 times in the movie.
I'll do it later.
Don't think about the deer, though.
Mhm.
Don't. Don't think about it. Think about dirt. And user reviews.
Cry to dirt.
User reviews. The first one's by...
Dirt.
You're just saying dirt over and over.
Yeah.
Dirt.
Why would you leave me?
The first one's by the Little Songbird.
I hate this bitch.
The Bethany Cox at...
I fucking hate her.
She said, The Iron Giant was a beautiful, funny, and touching movie. That is one of the best non-Disney animated movies I've ever seen. There wasn't a single thing I hated about the movie. For me, it was outstanding on every level. The animation was absolutely gorgeous, and the film has a beautiful message, not to mention a sweet story. I will admit I was worried initially when I saw the voice cast, but everyone involved did a superb job. Jennifer Aniston and Harry Connick Jr. were perfect in their most understated performances, and all in all, an outstanding film that, if you mind me saying so, is the best animated film of 1999, and one of the best films of that year, too. 10 out of 10. You hate her.
Fuck you, Mr. Songbird.
Beauregard.
I hate her.
Next is by Seth. This is Snoopy style.
This guy's sick as hell.
He said, Brad Bird has created a great family movie. It's a touching story with a great message. It deals with very tricky subject matter and does it with tremendous skills. And it's a giant robot with a little boy. That's the dream of every little boy. 8 out of 10.
This guy gets it.
This guy didn't dream about hitting dingers, though. That's the other dream.
Now he knows a dinger hit movie's a 10. That's what he gets.
The giant robot movie's an 8 out of 10.
Exactly
Dinger
right.
movie's a 10.
Exactly right.
So he does get it.
Yes.
This guy gets it.
This guy fucks.
If there's one thing we can say for certainty,
He fucks.
he fucks. And he gets it.
And he hits dingers.
He fucks
And he's a
hard.
robot. And he fucks hard.
Oh, yeah, of course he fucks hard. It's implied when you say he fucks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you say he fucks, he's not fucking gently.
Yeah, of course not.
Soft.
Not George Harrison.
Next one's by Kirpanuskus.
George Harrison.
Copernicus?
No, Kirpanuskus.
Kerspinski?
Kirpanuskus. They say seductive. A lovely story of friendship. Seductive,
No.
delicate, powerful, and convincing. A precious gift for each member of family, and a wise portrait of the Cold War. They didn't give it a rating, though.
How are you allowed to do that on the website that makes you give it a rating?
I don't know.
Stop saying it's seductive. This person probably got banned from IMDb for being creepy.
They removed the score because they were a creep.
Yeah,
And
and
they-
they were a weirdo.
This person probably fucks.
Copernicus should not be fucking, given this review.
Seductive. Next is by Lee Eisenberg. He says, The Who and Outer Space enter Stephen King's possible childhood. When the movie got released, the ads made it look like something to avoid at all cost. Turns out that the movie isn't half bad, despite the occasional crude humor. Not any sort of masterpiece, but it's still okay. 7 out of 10.
Good numbers.
I think it's low.
7? I give it a 6.
I know,
Tell
and
me
I
how
thought
you
that
really
was
feel.
low. I thought that was low of you.
Tell me how you really feel.
Next is by Gavin6942.
Let's start with Carter.
That started on, Kirk Cameron Saving Christmas for singing Butterfly in the Sky
That's right.
for user reviewers.
2 years ago. Huh?
Yeah, Gavin6942 says,
That's just how you say his name now?
yeah,
No, it's
74825.
It's
I
perfect.
can fly twice as high.
It's just perfect.
Read a book.
Let's take a look. It's in my ass. Yeah.
The
Now
fucking
I'm
rainbow.
in a whole new world. Because I think it's like the same.
Yeah.
key.
Gavin6942 says, at first, I wasn't really sold on the film because I thought the animation style was a little bit cheesy. I was reminded of Don Bluth in films such as All Dogs Go to Heaven. Not that Bluth made bad films, but
Good
by
move.
1999, we were expecting a lot more from our animators. Anyway, my concerns on animation were overshadowed by a genuinely good film with some fun characters. Not a great film, but one that lightheartedly looks at the 1950s and 60s Cold War era. This is a satire on a child's level. 6 out of 10. You like that score?
Yeah, good score.
Pretty low.
He sounds cocky, though.
He does.
Sounds like he doesn't love All Dogs Go to Heaven.
You ever hear that story? Because the girl, the voice actor for the girl for All Dogs Go to Heaven was murdered by her father.
To death?
Yeah.
Damn.
And Burt Reynolds
to death.
Burt Reynolds had to
It's
come back
implied.
and You're right, it is implied. I never thought about that.
Murdered hard. Anyway,
He murders.
Burt Reynolds killed like a daughter.
No. Burt Reynolds had to come back and do some re-recording dubs for the animation, and he had to do the last scene where he says goodbye to the little girl, and he like broke down in the recording studio doing it because it was like he was saying goodbye to her because she was dead.
Is Burt Reynolds Scarface or something?
Yeah.
Carface.
Yeah. And so he had to,
because he got hit by a car, I think.
Yeah, he had to redo those lines and say goodbye to her, and it was like he broke down. They kept him breaking down and like sobbing in there as part of the actual movie.
Nice.
The redub. Terrible tragedy though. Murdered to death.
Yeah,
Murdered.
Doesn't sound good.
Right into the grave. Right into the dirt where we all belong.
And grass.
Yes, just not so soon, perhaps.
Some people like to call a coffin the sushi roll for humans.
What if you're at a funeral watching the casket go down and you're like, no, I'm not ready to say goodbye. You like keep eating the dirt to dig them up. You're like eating your way to them.
You're not just digging it up, you're eating it too.
By the mouthful. I was like, I love them.
Is that stupid?
What a picture you painted.
It's just a question.
It's stupid.
Yeah, what if, Seth?
I didn't give an answer. I'm just curious. That's all.
Oh.
Now, is it stupid to ask questions? I don't think so.
You must be really hungry.
I'm pretty hungry. But not for dirt, and just for justice.
Penultimate review was back in 1999 by Clay_17. He said, both of my kids got bored with this movie.
This guy sucks.
Not to mention that I was disappointed that my kids wanted to leave in the middle of a film because I was hoping to catch a quick nap. Whatever. I'm glad everybody else liked it. We left and got our money back. My kids also couldn't make it to the end of Star Wars 1, so they have a good amount of taste. 1 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
No, 1 out of 10.
No, I don't trust this guy's kids.
Yeah,
What
how
about
do you
him?
get a refund? You just say, hey, we didn't like it. You just get your refund.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Really
We're out of
early?
here.
Did they stay? It sounds like they stayed to the end. How do you just go up? Yeah, we didn't like it. Well, you stayed for the whole thing.
He's writing these reviews for his kids because he's like a failed film.
No, he
critic.
did say we left in the middle of the film.
He's still a failure.
And my last review today is by Cactus Dave.
Skip.
He says, after 30 minutes of this movie, I was completely baffled. I would have to say this was
scared.
okay at best. The little kid was so happy and enthusiastic that it made me nauseous. I sat there dumbfounded that adults would be so swept away by this. Making a cartoon artsy doesn't make it good. It should first have an entertaining, non-nauseating plot. 3 out of 10. This guy hates children.
This guy's an idiot. Kids are just like that.
Yes, they really are.
Why is this kid happy? I'm so upset. I hate everyone.
I don't want to be entertained.
No, he does want to be entertained. He doesn't want art, though.
Yeah. No, that's what I said.
He said, I don't want to be entertained.
I'm not recommending this movie.
You're not?
No.
Why?
I couldn't even watch it myself. How could I recommend
Oh,
something?
so it is true.
Because you didn't want to rent it on Prime.
I don't have the money.
Yeah. So that's why you're not recommending.
Yes.
Because you have to rent it to watch it if you don't own it.
I do not have the $4 to rent it on Prime.
Okay. I'm going to recommend it. Carter?
I'll recommend. I mean, I recommended it for this, so
You
Oh,
snakes.
shit. Yeah, you're right.
You went
weird
behind
if
my...
I did.
Seth picked a skateboard kid for his birthday once, and then we didn't recommend the movie.
Yeah. Horrible. Trash. Disgusting. I'd never seen it, but I felt bad.
Hold up, wait for me! Scarecrow on a skateboard
Yeah.
coming to interrupt a wedding.
Rummage time! Yeah, great movie.
You just said bad movie.
Yeah, great movie. Very entertaining. I would recommend it. I changed it. Let's go
So,
ahead then.
that's ending it this week. Thank you, Carter, for having a birthday.
Happy birthday.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Crazy how those things happen. Next week, we've got a birthday episode.
It's for me.
It's Devin.
Oh.
He's coming back. He picked specifically Ace Ventura 2 When Nature Calls to watch Jim Carrey crawl out of the rhino butt. So that's what he wanted. And Lucas is going to hate it so much. Lucas does not like Jim Carrey. One bit.
Does not care for the man.
He does not carry for him.
That's also true.
You missed a good opportunity.
I don't miss anything. I fuck.
To death.
Fuck me to death. Let's get out of here.
Let's sign off, folks. See you later.
Thanks for having
Bye.
You douche. Should I keep that sign in there? The sign.
You'll decide.
I'll decide.
Bend me right over, fuck me to death.
This is not a song.
So you want me to end the Audacity, right?
Yeah.
You just stop it.
Yeah, just hit stop.
You want to save it too, though.
And you'll want to save it.
Just delete it.
But export it as an MP3.
Getting the band back together.
Getting the boys back together. And then once you're exporting as an MP3, save it as a quality extreme if you could.
Thanks for that, because I already did it, and then
Shit.
oh,
I
it
told-
was quality extreme.
I told you to do that last time, so it usually saves it, unless you've done a Audacity recording since. Where does this land on your 4 episodes you've been on? You've got the Iron Giant, Tropic Thunder, Little Nicky, and Kirk Cameron Saving Christmas. Kirk Cameron Saving Quizmice.
I would say it's 3, 2. What do you want me to say?
Whatever you want to say.
I'll say whatever you want me to say. I mean,
Tell him what to say, Brandon. Give him
Whatever.
the skinny.
Whatever you want to say.
Give him the skinny.
Same as it ever was.
Little piece of pussy pie he's eating over there.
What?
He's eating it.
Little Miss Sunshine. How many episodes have we had since then? 5? Winnie the Pooh, Van Helsing, Hereditary, and the Iron Giant. You've been on 4 of those, Seth.
Damn.
Put you to 87.
I'm crazy like that.
Did Lucas miss any of them? He did not. 142. And I did not. 174.
What is the other numbers in parentheses or in the backslashes?
My running list. Co-host, guest, and then the bonus episodes.
Oh,
So the Santa Clauses. The Santa Clauses.
you've been a guest 50 times?
No, that's the bonus. The middle one is guests.
I see. I thought the middle one was co-host.
So
My brain's broken.
Lucas was a guest twice. You were a guest once. Devin's never been a guest.
And I never looked back.
Marina and Alex have been co-hosts 3 times with the 50 Shades stuff, but have mostly been guests. Marina joined us for a Santa Clauses once. This is Carter's 4th episode, which puts him that isn't one of the co-hosts. tied for the 4th most appearances on the podcast.
In the same tier as Robert.
Yeah. Marina, Alex, Kelly, and then you and Robert are tied.
Can't believe your own wife is a guest. Crazy.
Who's Robert?
He's a hell of a
He's
guy.
a hero.
He's
Okay.
he's a
Now we know.
cousin of Seth's old roommate, and we invited him on once.
And my old roommate.
And your old roommates, yeah. And we invited him on for the first time ever, and it was just wild. We were like, hey, you want to be on this episode? He's like, sure. But we made him do a black and white, all German film about little people breaking out of a prison, basically. And he came, he brought me a bottle of whiskey, but then he drank half a bottle of tequila himself and 8 beers.
I think it was on like 6.
6 beers and half a bottle of tequila in the 2.5 hours. Just absolutely trashed, but
Going
a
nuts.
genius. Some of the stuff he said, we're like, what? He's just dissecting these
films
avant-garde German films like no other.
Yeah.
So then we've had him back on some crazy episodes.
He's genius again. Yeah, the other one was Uncle Boon Me.
Uncle Boonme, who can recall his past lives. Yeah. And Frank. And
Do you remember? It's still rolling. Do you remember the notes name I had for Uncle Boon Me?
Uncle Poontang, who can't. What was
It
it?
was Uncle Poopy, who can recall your mom's pussy.
Oh.
It's a weird uncle.
Yeah, there's a weird uncle.
My uncle's back in town.
What was his name? Poopy. What does he do for a living?
That's his job? He recalls your mom's pussy?
Yeah, he just thinks about it all day.
Well, here's the weird part, too. If he's your uncle,
Mm-hmm.
and he's recalling your mom's pussy, that might mean that he's your mom's brother.
He's not.
No, he's not. He's on the dad's side. He's like dad's brother.
Yeah, he's just
Okay.
an asshole.
Smart man.
Smart.
How's your pizza?
It's good.
Nice.
Pussy pie.
No. You're all about pussies right now.
I'm just starving. Thank you.
Mhm.
It's very good.
It's so yummy.
So
You full?
I'm full now. Yeah, that filled me up. Thank you.
You're so full right now.
I'm so full. You would snow on my belly. Goodness, I'm huge.
God damn, it's 10:30.
Yeah, let's get you to bed.
I have to drive you home.
Let's get me to bed. And you in it.
Do you think, Jesus, do you think Marina's going to want to watch Whitney Port right now?
Probably not, but I don't have a job, so we can really go whenever. And I can't tell you no, because I don't have gas or money or food. So I'm really at your whim. Guilt free.
You tell me, Brandon.
Come snag me away.
We could watch a double header on Friday if she releases the next episode. 2 hours of Whitney Port.
That could be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I've had enough. Goodbye, Carter.
Oh.
Just kidding. Good to see you.
Bye, Carter.
He said he loved me, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen.
You're
I love
saying
you
it
too, man.
Bye, Carter.
Up and down the
Bye, guys.
Oh,
You're so
fucking
stupid.
D's.